Okay, here we go. Hello, everyone. Sensei Victoria Whitfield here, your journey partner in business. And this is the 2023 Grand Oracle card reading. It is a 12-month, month-by-month forecast. And if you are just tuning in, make sure you put hashtag live so that you are in the chat. And I know that you're with me and what platform you're witnessing on. We are triple broadcasting on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube at the moment. So I love to know where everyone is viewing from. And if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay and also let me know where you're watching, right? It's super fun to see where everyone's tuning in from. So this month marks my 13th year, beginning my 13th year in business, and I'm super excited to get to share with you this entry into a whole nother year. Every single year since I began my work, I would always celebrate the solstice with a 12-month in-depth oracle card reading. And because of COVID, attendance in person has gone down a little bit. So I'm live streaming this and making sure that everyone is able to access it. By the way, share this with someone who needs to know what's coming over the next 12 months, right? Let them know, hey, Andrea, right? Hey, everyone, go ahead and I can see you in the chat. It's good to see Andrea tuning in from LinkedIn, right? So make sure that you tag someone who would love to know what to expect over the next 12 months. And I was just messaging with a friend of mine who I'm going to be going out to the spa later tonight. And usually this takes a little bit of time, right? So if you want to watch the whole live stream with me and be here live, awesome. If you need to stop and come back, right, and go through the recording, that is also awesome. I highly recommend for the optimal experience that you click the link in the description of this live stream, wherever it is playing, that you're able to access all of the resources, right? So that you can see the HD photos of all of the cards, so that you know what are the decks that are being used, as well as the additional bonuses that will be uploaded into that Dropbox. If you click the link in the description of this video, you'll be able to access the bonus Dropbox. So I'm super excited to provide that for you. I have pulled all of the cards for the year. We are using 2 Oracle card decks and 1 tarot card deck, right? When I was journeying, asking, I have, oh my gosh, at least 50 decks. When I was asking my spirit guides which decks are going to speak to us for the year of 2023, my spirit guides said, heaven and earth balancing. So the overarching message that I've already received before I even get to the card is that 2023 is going to be all about balance. Now, again, if you want to follow along with the cards, I'm going to remind you a few times before we really get going, make sure that you click the link in the description so that you're able to access the Dropbox and bring it up. It's good to have it on like the screen next to you that's arranged by month, all 12 months, as well as the reference of what decks are being used. So before we get into the actual cards reading, I'm going to begin with the numerological analysis of 2023, 202 and 3. By the way, again, put hashtag live if you're watching live. It's so exciting to get to share this experience with you, or hashtag replay if you're catching us on the replay. Many of my clients and students come back to this recording over and over and over and over again throughout the year. And when you go ahead and click the link and get the additional bonus resources for this, you will have the ability to download the audio as well as the transcript once it is completely once it's finally uploaded, so that way you won't have to log on to any of these freaking social media platforms. You can just light your candle like yours truly and stay offline and focus on what is the message of each month by the month for your mind, body, and business. So let's get into this numerological reading of 2023. All right, let's do it. So we have two twos, 1 0, and 1 3. Last year had all twos, like 3 2s, and then of course 1 0, which is an amplifier. So if you know anything about numerology, for one, 0 represents amplification opening. It's kind of like putting something up to a loudspeaker. It's just whatever the 0 follows, it amplifies the message of that number. Okay. And then number 2 has to do with relationships and duality. Relationships, reflection, and duality is number 2. And then number 3 has to do with the Holy Trinity, perfection, guidance, and alignment. So this is your intuition and knowing that you can trust your gut is number 3. So I'm going to read all of those numbers individually, and then we're going to add them up, because 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 7. And overall, this is a 7-year. I'm going to build up towards 7 and tell you that in a little bit. Again, put hashtag live if you're watching live. So the numerological reading of 2023. The first half of that number is a 20. So in the 2000s, right? We are in the 2000s. The more that we realize how important our relationships are, the better, right? So we're looking at moving through and processing relationships, how we relate to ourselves, how we relate to others, how we create the idea of relationship and reflection. So with us being in the 2000s and now we're in the 20s, the 2020s, it's really doubling down the importance of relationships and reflection. What do I mean by reflection? It's, write this down. My story is your story. Your story is my story. And journeying with that awareness of, how is my story your story? How is your story my story? How can we bridge the gap between here and there, between me and you, between us and them? This is the sacred message of the number 2. This is also about becoming aware of binaries and contrast, and celebrating the gifts that come from your awareness of binaries and contrasts. So what do I mean by binaries and contrasts? So rather than just being all about love and light, let's get some shadow and darkness, right? Being able to connect to the love and light side of yourself and your life, as well as, right, the darkness and the uncertainty, or your dark side. Being able to connect to your shadow side as well as your light side is the message of number 2. Having balance, balancing the scales. To all my Libras out there, you really understand at a very, very deep level that balance is everything, right? So be kind to yourself. If you have been kind of a hermit crab, or pulling yourself inward, or really afraid of relationships, maybe you sealed up your heart, right? Because perhaps something happened in the past, right? In the past decade, right? In the 2010s, right? Maybe something that you're just, you know what, maybe I need to like seal this up, or close this business venture down, or I can't anymore. Trust no one. In the 2020s, this is blossoming and opening up. It's a heart chakra activation, specifically leaning into the gifts, though, of the contrast. And I want you to understand that contrast is something that we can celebrate, because the minute that you know what you don't want is the minute that you know what you do want. right? The minute that you know what you don't want, you can be grateful for the bad stuff, right? The crap happening in your life. You can be grateful for that because that clarifies, ooh, I don't like that, but I do like this, right? Or I don't like that. And that helps me realize this is very important to me. So bringing that all together, those repeating twos in 2023 are really emphasizing the importance of relationship. So the first half of 2023 is 20, so it's really amplifying relationships and binary. But then the second half is 23. So 2 plus 3 is 5. And 5 in numerology represents change. So this year is all about mixing things up, right? Upsetting the apple cart, messing around with the old system, right? Kicking things out that no longer serve, growth and changes, going through changes, allowing the changes, processing the fact that you have changed or things have changed or are different than you expected them to be, or they're not the way that they always used to be. This year, 2023, right? This is about processing the fact that things have changed. Hey, Melinda. Hey, Goddess. By the way, everyone, again, put hashtag live if you're watching live so I know what platform you're watching on, right? I see Melinda is over here on Facebook. Big hugs and love because we are streaming across Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube at the moment. And also tag your friends. Who needs to know what's the forecast for the 12 months ahead? And that they can click the link in the description of this video so they'll be able to look at, print out, interact with in depth all of the cards that we pulled for the year. We're currently at this moment on the numerological reading. So let's do this. So 2 plus 3 is 5. This year is going to be all about change, right? And my spirit guides are saying the word acceptance, accepting that things have changed or you have changed, your relationships have changed, the industry that you are serving has changed. This year in particular is going to be all about processing change. So be kind to yourself as you move through it. Change is the one constant in the universe, they say. And for those of us who are control enthusiasts, we like to deny that and rebel and resist change. And no, I can control. Everything is fine. All of my systems that I've put together for my business since the dawn of it, right? Since the dawn of my business, the exact same systems will work if I just pour more gas on the fire. Watch out because the industry has changed, your business has changed, the data has changed since you opened, right? I know that's true for me. This is my 13th year. Obviously, things are different than original, right? Exactly, Melinda. If you keep pouring gas in that old fire, it causes an explosion. So we're allowing and accepting change this year. We're going to be challenged to do that. And from the preview of the cards, there are some months in particular that will be challenging us in very specific ways to accept change. But with that, we want to have the overall reading then of 2023. 2 plus 2 plus 3 is a 7. And this is a 7-year. So not only are things changing, right? And we're processing our relationships and our relationship to the good and the bad, right? The ups and the downs, the me and the you, right? The bridges forming between the two. We're not only processing relationships and change, but with 7 is all about learning and research, the sense of adventure and discovery, right? So 7 is all about getting curious, right? And going into the mind, re-examining, returning, and re-questioning, reviewing how you see the world. It is a sense of mental, philosophical adventure, right? So, with this being a 7 year, you are invited, numerologically speaking, by spirit, you are invited to a new opportunity and to get curious again. What's going to help you with balancing all of these different forces that we're going to be working with over the next 12 months that we're about to talk about? What's going to help you with that is your curiosity. Curiosity didn't kill the cat. Curiosity saved the cat's life. I can't tell you how many awesome cats we have taken in because they got curious about us, right? They could have starved to death, but they hit the jackpot with this house. Oh my goodness, right? Curiosity saved the cat's life this year. Um, don't don't clench, open up, and ask why, or well, how can we? It's not I can't afford to do that, or it's I can't do it anymore. It's well, how can I? How can I afford it? How can I do this in a way that pleases me and doesn't burn me out? Right? How can I continue to serve in my in alignment with my highest good, but without feeling like I'm just some mini me of all of the people that I've studied under? Right? How can I um fall in love without losing control and just destroying all of my other relationships, sacrificing them for this one person, right? How can I, right? How can I enjoy health in my body and delicious food and feel rested? How can I, as opposed to I can't, right? The dark side of the binary is having an all or nothing. So I have a cat hair, actually. um, the dark side of the binary, right? The number two is that you're an all or nothing person. But curiosity is not all or nothing. Curiosity acknowledges, instead of it being all or nothing, it acknowledges limitlessness. And that there's no such thing as an all, there's no such thing as nothing, because our awareness keeps expanding. Things keep changing. So let me get curious rather than being an us versus them, right? Or locking myself into I have to binge or starve myself. Be kind to yourself. If that's been the situation. The way out this year, right? 5 being changed. The way to change things is getting curious. And that is a numerological reading of 2023. By the way, who's watching live? If you're watching live, what do you think about 2023? Right? What's your take on the numerological reading of 2023? I would love to hear from you. Post in the comments below. Let's continue this as a two-way conversation. I am not on TV right now. I am live. I am live streaming to you. That means you are also part of this reading. Go ahead and comment below what's your take, right, on what does 2023 mean to you. And I would love to hear that, and I'll shout you out if you do comment. So with that, let's get to the card reading. This is your last reminder before we start pulling the cards. Click the link in the description of this video so that you're able to see all of the cards in HD, so that when I'm flashing and moving them across the screen, you're not like, but what does it say? I can't read it. Yes, you can. Click the link in the description of this video and you will get all of the resources as they are made available, right? Resources that are forthcoming includes the audio recording as well as the transcript of this entire reading so that you can enjoy it offline for the rest of the year. With that, January 2023. Let's go, January 2023. So, each month, by the way, my spirit guide said heaven and earth balance. So with that, Going into January 2023, we are celebrating the new year, right? And with each and every month, for all 12 months of this reading, by the way, there's going to be three cards: Heaven, which comes from the wisdom of the hidden realms; Earth, which comes from earth magic; and then Balance, the angel tarot. Again, if you want all of that information, you click the link in the description. Don't ask me in the chat. I love you. That way you can keep up. So with that, it's January. Let's get the heaven and earth and balance. Alrighty. So first up, the heaven card of January is the Desert Prince. Survival, false promises, number 19. And I will read, because my spirit guides are saying make sure that you read each one as they come up. And this is coming as an ally. When you stumble upon the Desert Prince, you receive a gift. The plant life that exists in the desert environment is well defended, tough, and succulent, even though it gets little or no water. In spite of external conditions, extraordinary life can form and thrive. Be tough, have courage, and dare to dream no matter what the circumstances. It may seem to be a hard time, but not only will you survive, you will thrive. In spite of conditions, you'll succeed. Dry spells are also true tests of faith and courage. So, the heaven reading for January of 2023. So the heaven has to do with your alignment with your spirit and your mindset. On the medicine wheel, this is the north, right? So this has to do with your mindset, um, your your thoughts, the story that you're telling of your life, as well as your alignment with the message for the year, being in balance. And January, my spirit guides through this card are saying is have courage. Things are better than they seem. Have courage. Things are better than they seem, especially because this card is talking about the desert. So it may appear to be a challenging or a lean time for you, January 2023. It may appear, right? This is that in the heaven, right in your head, in the heaven of your body, and the earth of your body is your physical body, your also your guts, your intestines, your emotions and feelings, um, and also your bank account is down in the earth. So we'll get to that next. But up in your head, if you're all in your head, be kind to yourself. You um, you may perceive January as a lean time, or things are kind of slow or challenging. But remember, you're the prince of the desert. This is don't overwhelm yourself by overanalyzing and catastrophizing. Stop thinking that this quiet time or challenging time is against you. This is actually for you, right? Um, you have got to have a dream, as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Have a dream of it being better and align with that dream. I have a dream. What is your dream? And is this a dream, a vision that is carrying you through the desert and showing you where all of the abundance of the desert is, right? Because you are the prince of it, right? It is your native environment. You don't have to be intimidated by what's going on in January, whatever it is challenging for you. Do you have a dream that is carrying you, or do you have a dream that is crushing you? Right? If you were to, like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., say, I have a dream, but your speech is about how it's the end of the world and everything's going to shit, and you got to prepare because, and well, no matter how much you prepare, it's not going to be good, blah, 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 blah. Like if I have a dream speech is about how you have a nightmare, that's not going to help you in January. So remember, you are the desert prince. Like this is your kingdom. And you can have courage that this lean time, or this whatever's happening in January that is a bit challenging or a bit tight, right? Something that's calling out a little bit more effort from you. It's doing it for your best, and that it's just all in your head. How you see the situation matters, especially in January. So, heaven and earth, to balance that out, we have summer solstice, which is very interesting that that card came through. So, this is the earth energy reading for January 2023. And the earth energy is all about being in your body, physicality, your emotions, your sensuality, your gut, your bank account, how many dollars are there, right? Your subscriber list, how many subscribers are there, like down to earth. So whereas the sky reading, right, the heaven reading is up in your mindset, being in your head, this is being down to earth. And so this is the message from the cards for January 2023 of how to keep you down to earth. And it is summer solstice radiance. And I'm going to find that and read that for you. Let me see here. Hold, please. Almost there. Go, go, gadget turning. Aha! Let the radiance of the sun inspire your inner radiance to shine forth. Release your concerns about what may happen in the future and focus on appreciating everything you have that is good and right. Allow Allow Father Sun to take away your worries and cares. Do something physically active to stimulate your inner light. Dance, sing, but most important, get outdoors. Do not let any negative thoughts or habits stop you. When you are in love with life, you naturally radiate that love. During this part of your cycle, your capacity to love is greatly amplified. In one of those supreme ironies of life, the more love you give, the more returns to you. It starts by allowing the radiant being you truly are to be expressed into the world. Smile a little more. Notice the beauty of nature. See the humor in the paradoxes of life. Show your love, especially to those with whom you are closest. Then smile even more and watch how the world around you lights up. So, this is the earth reading for January of 2023, is bringing the light. Let it be light, and practice gratitude and appreciation. What's going to carry you through the desert is actually, how ironic, the sun. The sun, your inner light, you being that sunshiny version of yourself for yourself strategically as an intentional practice, is extremely important in January. You must turn it up, and not the fake, like, oh, I'm going to fake shine my light and I'm going to fake it and I'm going to make sure that other people feel entertained around me. And that's why I'm being my sunshiny self, like I'm some elf. No, no. This is your asset. The fact that you are a light worker. You are the source of light. You bring light. You can create light. You can generate light in even a very dark time, right? You can light the way forward even when it seems very dark out. It is extremely important for you to remember that you are the sun. If the sun forgets that the sun is the sun and the job is to shine, right? And that you can create light, then you'll just walk around being like, why is everything so dark? Why am I in a desert? This desert is so annoying. I don't know what to do. No, appreciate the fact that you are a very powerful being and you have the ability to light yourself up. Stop looking to other people to light you up. Be kind to yourself. If you are expecting people and circumstances to make you happy, If you are expecting the industry to just because it exists, right? Whatever your industry is, just because it exists, it should pay all your bills, right? Stop expecting that. You bring the light, right? So during this desert time, remember who you are, be the sun, and appreciate, illuminate the beauty and the abundance and the good things that you have for yourself. Gratitude practice January 2023 is going to be extra super duper important for that very reason. You you need to know that this is all happening for a reason, that you have everything that you need to have a most beautiful, beautiful time, and you have an incredibly beautiful life. You are blessed. January, you got to really double down on the gratitude practice. And then the balance reading. So, this is the overall reading for January of 2023 is the Two of Air. Okay. Two of Air. You're struggling with a decision. You have conflicting emotions or thoughts about which way to move, so you're avoiding making a choice. Intuitively, you know what to do, but you're afraid to act and are at an impasse. Have faith in your own wisdom and move forward. There's a stalemate between parties. Compromise is called for. Find an impartial mediator to forge a resolution. Additional meanings of this card: overanalyzing a situation, pretending that there's no problem, complex negotiations, and self doubt. So, this came as a challenger. And as a challenger in tarot, that means this is an opportunity for growth. You're invited to embrace the lesson, Two of Air, but you may be resisting embracing this lesson. And that is especially about coming to a clear and final decision. You're way too in your head this month in particular. You're way too over analyzing. So, what's going on again, the heaven reading has showed us, is like, this is a bit of a lean time, and in your head you're looking at it being like, oh crap, oh crap, oh no, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be hard. Stop saying that it's gonna be hard. You need to soften it. You need to soften yourself and lighten up. You have everything you need. You have all the resources that you need to move through. But for some reason in January of 2023, you're all in your head trying to convince yourself that there's not enough, or that it's hard, or that it's not going to be easy, or that this is a bad time or a lean time, or things are slow. Be careful. You are challenged in January of 2023. You are being challenged to shift your mindset, right? And have more gratitude, right? Shift your mindset, appreciate what you do have, and work with what you do have. Have courage. You are the desert prince. Like, when the lean time comes, you don't need to be intimidated by it, because you were born in the desert. My spirit guides are saying, do you remember where you came from? And you're crying about what's going on in January 2023? Stop. Have you even forgotten who you are? Like, and where you come from? Or how about where your ancestors have brought you from? Like, what in the world, where they've come from? Remember, the same way that we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday in January, because it's like, we shall overcome. There's been your civil rights and all of what we have earned as a humanity. We got to remember that, right? And he's a brilliant, beautiful example of to remember what we've fought for, what freedoms that your ancestors or you in your own life, right, or the people in the communities that you represent have fought for you, so that when the desert comes, people are trying to intimidate you, or circumstances are trying to intimidate you, don't get all up in your head and think like, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. No, you're not. No, you're not. I can't be a victim, because my name, right? Can you see it at the bottom of the screen? What's my name? Victoria, right? Victory. So you can't be a victim in January 2023, but you're being challenged to shift your mindset and turn on the extra appreciation and gratitude to deal with that. That was January 2023. All right, now if you're with me, type in the comments below wherever you're watching. Remember, we're triple streaming on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. What did you see? What did you notice? What did you receive from January? Is this resonating with you, or you're like, yo, this, like, I have no idea what Victoria is talking about? Because January is in a few days. So you may be listening at this live right now and thinking, I know exactly what Victoria is talking about. If so, type it in the comments below. If you're confused or you're like, I don't know what's next, but I'm excited, let's go for February, Victoria, type that in the comments as well. And again, if you haven't yet, make sure you get the bonuses that are in the description of this video. With that, let me see in the chat. Andrea says 2023 means change for the better. Oh, yeah. And so it is. And so it is, goddess. Good to share this with you. And so be it. So let's get to February, shall we? So the heaven reading for February 2023 is the Well Watcher. Wisdom, power of the divine. Well Watcher. I'm going to read to you. Let's get to reading. The Well Watcher signals the need to go within to contemplate the true source of power in the world, which, he reminds you, is that of the divine. This is a message to let you know that you're being called to the well, and this unseen power will be there and will be yours to align with. This affirmation and prayer will invite the divine to bring miracles and resolution to your life. Repeat after me. Thy will be done through me for the highest good of all and for the true manifestation of my purpose. We'll do it one more time. Thy will be done through me for the highest good of all and for the true manifestation of my purpose. Oh, 3 times, and it's real. Thy will be done through me for the highest good of all and for the true manifestation of my purpose. And so it is. Yes, yes, you will know the way forward by the still small voice within. The divine also may answer your call by sending others to help and guide you. So February 2023, the heaven reading, your mindset, right? So remember, this is the heaven reading is your head. Where's your head at? Has got to be on spirit. In February 2023 in particular, you want to double down on your spiritual practice, right? So in January, you were really grounding in gratitude to deal with the lean time in the head energy in January. But for February in particular, this is now we're reconnecting to our spiritual practice, watching the well of well-being, calling on God, right? Or calling on the goddess, invoking her to support you, whether it's blessing your business, right? And making sure that you have an energy clearing to support the flow of money to and through your bank account and to the flow of subscribers to and through your list so that your business energy is flowing, connecting to your spiritual practice for opening up the flow of abundance to and through your life and your business. You're going to need to call on spirit. It's something that's not just technique, and it's not just doing all the right things according to somebody else or whoever says the right things are. Be kind to yourself. You have your own connection to the divine, to your most abundant life and the right energy for you. And in February, you need to remember that. My spirit guides are saying you may either get distracted from it in February or discover it, especially with the earth reading that I'm about to pull up. Yeah. So for some of you, if you know that you have a spiritual connection, right? And you know you already did work with me and you know how to connect to your spirit guides and your angels, like you have your own reading cards and like prayer practice, whatever your flavor is, don't get distracted from your spiritual practice in February. That's the heaven reading for you for 20 February 2023. But for those of you who are like, I don't know if I can hear my own intuition, I don't know if I'm headed in the right direction or what my life purpose is, etc. This is the month where you discover it. Finally, it opens up. And check this out. Magic happens. We have the fairies, earth magic, right? So this um is the earth reading for February 2023. Let me see. Go gadget. Fairies. Here we are. Found it. You have the same power available to you as the fairies do. It starts with loving the earth through your heartfelt gratitude and appreciation, but more important, through your actions. The fairies can help you reconnect in a more intimate way with the earth, and all they require is your willingness to pay attention to the trees and plant life around you and demonstrate your care. Whether you live in a small space or have an expanse of land, make it a point to be especially attentive to your surrounding vegetation. Plant something. Get your hands in the dirt and do so with love and enthusiasm. Every flower, tree, or shrub you are tending is a living being, so treat each like you would a dear friend. Ask the fairies to help you take care of these friends, and you will be rewarded many times over. So this is all about, so again, this is the earth reading. So we do heaven and earth and then the balance. The earth reading for February 2023 is quite literal. We're going to get into our body, right? Or if you want to see more sales happen in your business, right? As you're looking at that, maybe you've been in business like yours truly for a long time, or you're just starting a new business like Catherine. Way to go, Queen. Make sure that you are doing physical things that demonstrate your commitment to you, to the things that you are manifesting. Do physical rituals that demonstrate your commitment. So the fairies are all about our relationship with the earth, with Mother Gaia, with the land energy, honoring our trees, our rivers, lakes, oceans, etc. Do something in nature to demonstrate your commitment. What could that look like? It could look like, right, to keep you grounded in your body, your mind, body, and business. It could look like going for hikes in February. It could look like getting a money tree and putting the money tree in the wealth corner of your desk or your office, right? It could look like making sure that you have fresh cut flowers instead of having dried plants or no, or even fake plants around you. Bring more life and connect to nature. Let that natural element, right, or your relationship with nature demonstrate your commitment to what spirit is guiding you towards. So for me, how I do this, by the way, right now, and have been for it's going on about a month and a half now, is every morning I go outside, even though I'm like kind of like I just wake up and I go outside and I walk so that I can see the sunrise outside, even though it is freezing cold here in New Jersey. But I make sure to try to listen to see if I could hear the creek nearby my home. I watch the squirrels running around, working hard and being crazy, right? And I acknowledge the beauty of the sun, the way that the light around the sun turns into rays of rainbows as it rises in the east every morning, right? Being out there day after day is my commitment, right? My commitment to continuing to listen to spirit, in my life as well as in my business. But what is that going to look like for you? Is it hiking? Right? Or is it even donating, right, to Arbor Day or ocean cleanup or saving the Amazon rainforest, right? Or PETA, like, or taking care of animals? What are you going to do out of respect to the earth to as a ritual acknowledgement representing your dedication to following spirit, right? The well watcher is keeping your eyes on the divine and saying, aha, I know what that 11:11 on my clock means right now. And I'm going to celebrate that. I'm going to celebrate that, right? Maybe it's getting a crystal, right? If you're into rock, gem, and minerals, healing crystals in your life, that's another thing that you can do to bring more nature and that keeps you balanced between heaven and earth in February of 2023. So, with that, the overall balance reading then for February 2023 is the Six of Fire. The Six of Fire. The Six of Fire. Bravo! This is a time of great achievement and success. People think highly of you, and your reputation is excellent. You've made good decisions and worked hard. There may be some sort of public acknowledgement of your contributions, or you may be given an award for your achievements. Good news is on its way. It could be a promotion or a new job offer. Additional meanings of this card: victory, feeling good about yourself, good fortune. And the Six of Fire came, dun dun dun, as a challenger, right? So fire in this tarot card deck has to do with actions. So, and six is progress, like making progress, challenging yourself in February of 2023. You are challenging yourself, or you may feel challenged to see the progress that you've made, right? And to keep you grounded and witnessing the progress that you've made, you need, for one, you need nature, and the ritual, right? Finding your routine of connecting to nature to keep you embodied, right? And grounded, as well as the habit and ritual of connecting to the divine, going within, listening to your intuition. The more that you ask your spirit guides, am I on the right path? They will freaking let you know. But the challenge is to remember to act on that, right? Act on your awareness that you have a natural intuition. Go and ask the questions. Ask your spirit guides. I can't tell you how many of my students, especially within the last 6 months, have said, like, oh, I haven't been journeying as much, or I haven't been meditating as much. Like, I just can't seem to do it on my own. February 2023, like, is an example of this. If you have not been doing your meditation practice, hello, pick it back up, because that's going to keep you balanced between heaven and earth so that you can celebrate and acknowledge the progress that you have been making. But in February 2023, you are challenged to do that. It's going to be a growth opportunity for you to really decide to make time to honor the earth, right? And bring all of that beautiful natural nourishment, like, oh God, going for an amazing hike, right? Or being by the ocean in February. Yes, February, right? And allowing just that unlimited blue to help you open your throat and your heart and your mind to the fact that, wow, I'm so grateful. Being out in nature brings that natural spirituality out of all of us, right? Honoring and taking care of nature brings that natural spirituality of all of us and opens up our mindset to see the forest for the trees rather than getting stuck in the weeds, right? Counting the weeds. So, February 2023, overall, the reading is for balance is that this is the month you may be challenged to see that you're making progress, but allow nature and your spiritual practice to help keep you centered so that you can keep flowing forward, keep your energy balanced in February 2023. Okay, that was it for February 2023. What do you think? Is this resonating with you? Go ahead again, type it in the comments below if you're watching, whatever platform you're watching it on. If you have not yet, click the link in the description so that you're able to see all of the cards in HD if you want to print them out and take notes. I've actually, within the last month, quite a few of you have been texting me the notes that you took on the 2022 reading. I'm like, when's the next one? Look at all my notes, blah, blah, blah. This is so crazy how it all came to be. So thank you for all of that love. And I had to kind of smack some people down and be like, wait for the solstice. But yes, I'm glad that this has been supportive. But go ahead, type in the comments below. What does February 2023's reading speak to you about, right? What does it mean to you? I will. My spirit guides just said, as you share that, you very well may be voicing what others who are watching are thinking and feeling for themselves too. It may help them process the messages from spirit with you. With that, I'll drink to that. Cheers, unicorns. On to my favorite month. March! Yay! My birth month. Woo, 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 woo. March of 2023. Let's do it. So, Heaven and Earth balance reading. March 2023. The Dream Walker. Dreams, the collective good, and illusions. And remembering, Heaven reading is where's your mindset at? And where should your mindset be at to help keep you in balance for the year, right? Continuing to flow, keeping you on this adventure, right? This is a 7-year getting curious. Where does your mind need to be at? What do we need to know about the mind? Heaven reading for March 2023. When the dream walker is your ally, dreams really can and do come true. Still, there are two kinds, those of the small self and those of the divine. Spirit has a dream for you that is yours alone, and all you need to do is ask, and it will unfold like magic. You also play an important and unique part in the divine dreaming of the world. When you ask, is this the dream for me that serves the greater dream? The most beautiful vision for your life serves the highest good for others too. Just the act of asking will immediately provide the answer. The dream walker is beside you to help you move effortlessly through the illusions, observing the truth and celebrating the waking dream of your life that results. And my spirit guides are saying that for the heaven reading for March of 2023, the dream walker is coming forward to encourage you to make a new vision board. It's time for you to dream bigger. In March of 2023, this month for your heaven reading, where you need to have your head at is opening up the roof on your dreams. Can you open up and allow even more good in? With the Dreamwalker reading as well, there was the sense of how does my dream contribute to others? How does my vision as a visionary contribute to others realizing their vision? Am I clear on that? Or do I need to re-clarify that? It could be a vision board. It could be journaling. It could be a new goal card, a new version of your mission, vision, and value statement, right? Or a new initiative that you are announcing and to yourself and to the world, bringing that in. And it's the word dream on purpose. The dream walker. The dream is an elevated, uplifting, magical meta, right above physical state and vision. That is something that is beyond, let's say, reasonable. I'm not talking about setting reasonable goals, setting goals that call on a dream version of you and then walking them, making your talk your walk. There is a new level opening up in you, and you can acknowledge in March 2023 that this is your birthright to really walk in the dream, not to just talk a big talk or to talk an even bigger talk. It's not just all talk. You can actually walk it. Like, who would you be if you actually did what you said that you promised you would? Right? What would your life actually look like if you really went for it? And my spirit guides just said leap of faith. So, March 2023 is a leap of faith month. So as you dream your bigger dream, you're also leaping. You're going for it in March of 2023. Some things on your vision board may need to be deleted off of it, right? May need to be erased, replaced, or taken down, because if you just keep leaving it out in the future, it will never come to pass. March of 2023 is take it off of the shelf and make it happen. Okay. And then the earth reading. So heaven and earth, right? Keeping us in balance with the flow of abundance through our lives through 2023 is dawn, new beginnings. Dawn, new beginnings. Let's go. Dawn, new beginnings. When you witness the initial stages of dawn without the benefit of a clock or other timepiece, for a while, you may not be able to discern whether the sky is really lightening. The stars remain visible, and the shadows of the night still shape the landscape. It is that way with any beginning. It is difficult to tell where the old ends and the new begins. Gradually, however, it becomes clear to your senses that the light is definitely increasing. And as you continue to observe, the world slowly wakes up, accompanied by all the sounds, smells, and freshness associated with it. Soon the first glimmer of the sun shows. A new day has begun. This is a time to say farewell to the old and honor the new by releasing any self imposed constraints or resistance to the truth that you know. This is your chance to develop that project you've been thinking about. Embark on that adventure you've dreamed of going on, and take risks in initiating that what your intuitive self has been telling you to do. It's crazy. It's literally what I was just saying with the other card. As this prospect becomes increasingly visible and real, doubts and uncertainties may arise. But rest assured, just as dawn inevitably turns into day, by heeding your inner guidance, you will succeed. So, this is very important, that in March of 2023, what's going to keep you balanced in the earth energy for you, really grounding you, is to remember that newness always looks uncertain at first. So as we dream a bigger dream, or as we like take a leap of faith in our head, usually we try to risk manage, right? We try to envision the worst case scenario, and then we look at the circumstances around us and think, oh snap, look at how everything is still kind of like where it's at now. How could we ever possibly make it to that dream? Or how could I even dare to like take that leap of faith? Like, who do I think I am? Look at me. Who do I think I am? It's not look at me. Who do I think I am? Remember in nature that it's darkest before dawn. So if we're going to, like the reading said, if we were going to look at all around and how dark it is right before dawn, you'd be like, look at you. Who do you think you are? Like, you're not about to be like, there's no light. It's dark out, right? It's midnight or something. Like, I have no idea what time it is, but look at how dark it is. It can't be dawn. That's ridiculous. Look at how dark it is. No, actually, it's natural for things to have maximum uncertainty at the beginning. right when things are about to change, right when things are about to change, things don't look like what they're about to become. And in March of 2023, you're going to get this that month. Right now, you may be hearing me say this, but in March of 2023, you're going to understand this. I'm hearing that your circumstances would tell you stop dreaming bigger, stop trying, don't even think about it, right? Don't take the risk. Are you nuts? That's a stupid thing to do because look, blah 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 and blah, right? Your head is going to unfortunately try and limit the dream walker. It's going to reel in the leash. No, 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 don't run free. Whereas Dawn is coming through and reminding you that it is natural for things to not look like it's possible when they're about to happen. So go for it. Go for it. Some of the most successful businesses in US history were started during recessions and depressions, right? You're an idiot to open US Steel during the Great Depression. Are you nuts? Are you nuts? Nobody's eating. Right? Tell that to Carnegie. Tell that to Andrew Carnegie and the Carnegie Foundation and Carnegie Mellon University and all the Carnegie-ness that came after. Like, there's so maximum uncertainty does not mean that you can't go. Remember that. Or let the dawn remind you that when things actually look like it's not going to happen, jump anyway because the sun's coming and you'll be the one to catch the wave, right? Here's the last card for March of 2023, Awakening. This one's coming as confirmation, Awakening. Archangel Gabriel, looking at things from a different perspective. By the way, I pulled the cards, I didn't read them. So I am experiencing them with you live. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. Number 12 in the major arcana of the tarot. It's time to review your plans according to this card and look at things from a new perspective. Ask yourself, is it possible that a different approach would work better? Although it may feel like events have come to a standstill, this is temporary. Remember the Dawn card? So make use of the extra time you've been given to rethink your strategies. You may need to step outside of the norm and the mainstream right now and embrace your unique and eclectic beliefs or attitudes. I will say that. I will. I'll just keep reading. It's also a good moment to be generous with your time, attention, and gifts. This tithing is returned by the universe manyfold to you. Additional meanings of this card: epiphanies, selflessness, unexpected life changes, the need for patience, the power that lies in being oneself, unusual situations. Archangel Gabriel is the angel who helps people become divine messengers of love. When you speak, think, and act from a place of love, others are irresistibly drawn to you. So, two things dropped in while I was reading this. In March of 2023, you're going to go through an awakening and an awareness that what I've set my expectations too low. I've set my expectations too low. Um, that can also look like I've set my expectations according to other people's expectations, and therefore they are too low, right? That an example of that could be like, oh, I've set my expectation. I'm going to open a business and I'm going to be a millionaire. That's actually setting my expectations too low because what if I don't want to be a millionaire? I just want to have enough money to do what I want when I want. And that could look like about $150,000 a year and tons of free time to enjoy my family and take care of my health. I don't need $1 million a month or a day or a year in order to live the kind of lifestyle that I uniquely want, but because my coach or somebody in the screen said, "Yeah, that's what you got to do. And that's what I'm doing. And I love it." And blah, blah, blah. And it made you want it because they loved it. And so you set your expectation or you put it on your vision board of like, well, you were flipping through Oprah's travel section of the magazine and it had a beach on a person with a laptop on a beach. So you tore that out because isn't that what you're supposed to put on a laptop on a vision board? But what if you've actually been on the beach with a laptop like yours truly and thought to yourself, this is the stupidest thing ever. Laptop lifestyle on the beach. If anybody does that, they're a freaking idiot. I just want to take the laptop, throw it into the ocean so that I can focus on enjoying nature rather than having a screen in front of me. Like, that ruins the vacation. But oh, that's in all those travel magazines of like, oh, or maybe I should look like, forgive me, a white lady hanging over the edge of an infinity pool with long blonde hair. All of the above, like I could never do. Oh, in order to do that, so maybe I should like lighten my skin, grow my hair out, and like hang out at an infinity pool in order to like realize that vision on the vision board. Because that was what was the only thing available in the travel magazine for me to pull out to talk about. I just want to chill. Meanwhile, my version of I just want to chill is like dancing to funk with like my family. And we all look different. And I also always look different. So be kind to yourself. You may have set your standards too low because you borrowed standards from somebody else, um, somebody or something else, right? Or you just were too scared to dream big. March 2023, you're going to wake up to the fact that, oh, no, no, there's a whole nother level of me that I haven't even gotten to experience yet. I'm ready for this. Let's go. And that is March of 2023. Dream a bigger dream. You're worthy. Are you still with me live? We've gotten through the first 3 months of the year. Holy crap, right? We've been about an hour deep into the annual card reading. Comment below if you're still on #live. And what did March mean to you? What was resonating in the cards for you? Are you looking ahead? By the way, what are you seeing? If you've downloaded the bonus resources in the description of this video. With that, April, let's go. Let's go, April. Welcome, spring. The heaven reading of April of 2023 is the prison waif. The prison waif. Self-sabotage, poverty consciousness. Okay. What do we need to know right now, guys? The prison waif. I love you. I dropped you. Alrighty. Number 31. Boom. Here we go. When the prison waif arrives in his realm as your ally, he comes to remind you of the law of paradoxical intent. Your own self-sabotaging thoughts and hidden beliefs are, in fact, preventing you from your highest good. You might believe that you're doing all you can to manifest your reality, but perhaps you're giving in to thoughts such as the following. I can't do this. I'm unworthy. I'll fail, so why try? I don't deserve this. I'm unlovable. In fact, you're locked in a prison of your own making. That's good news because it means you have the key to let yourself out. This is a sign that you need to spend some time with yourself addressing those beliefs that counter your hard work to get ahead. You can change them if you want to. You don't want to stay in prison, do you? Take inventory of your thoughts. Let yourself out of jail and spend a few minutes outdoors in gratitude. It's time to let the sunshine in. So in March of 2023, the heaven reading is You are sabotaging yourself with those crappy trash thoughts that you're thinking over and over and over again to justify why you can't. The prison waif, right? Think like a waif is like super thin, right? Just very super, super thin and starving, thin and starving in the prison cell. But the prison waif has the key to unlock the door to the prison cell and is sitting in there being like, God, I wish I could get out of this cell. I'm so hungry. I'm starving. I'm so hungry. I'm starving. Oh, I can't get out of this prison cell, holding the key. I can't get out. I don't know how. Has the key in their hands. I don't know if I'm ever gonna make it. Has the key right here. So and so died in this prison. I'm probably gonna end up just like them while they're holding the key, right? The whole friggin' time. Okay, April 2023, like we're getting smacked by the Oracle cards saying, you have the key. Let yourself out. Stop with the trash talk of putting yourself down and putting yourself down and putting yourself down. April 2023, watch out for that. You need to reel that part of your head, getting into your head of like your self critic, your inner critic. You need to reel that in because it's an energy drain that you have control over. You have the key. Let yourself out of prison. Stop locking the door. Unlock it. Let yourself out in April of 2023. For the Earth reading, so that was the heaven reading of April 2023. The Earth, right? This is how to ground yourself into balance, right? Get into the body, watch the numbers, right? Or your circumstances and resources is meadow, vulnerability, meadow, vulnerability, meadow, vulnerability. You are in a place now where you can take risks with your feelings. And even more important, take risks with the truth of who you are, the truth you know in your heart and soul. You no longer need to be subjected to your conditioned fears of letting others know who you really are. My spirit guide said, reread that last sentence. You no longer need to be subjected to your conditioned fears of letting others know who you really are. Stop protecting people from the real you, is what that means. I'm hearing to say. April 2023. Come out. Come out of that closet, whatever that means to you, right? Could be the closet of I'm a healer, or I don't like I need to put in my resignation and I'm ready to start my business now. Come out of the closet of, you know what? I am gay, right? Or, you know what? I'm not happy in this marriage anymore. Come out of the closet. Stop protecting people from the real you. Of, you know what? I want to tell you. I actually am in love with you and I want more than just a friendship. Right? Can we talk about this? Come out of your closet. April 2023. Yes, others may judge, evaluate, criticize, and perhaps even put you down. These are very real possibilities. Yet, by trusting that you have the strength to deal with these reactions, rather than responding adaptively and always playing it safe, you can more confidently allow yourself to be vulnerable. Always holding back from expressing your truth can create an illusion of safety. But armed with your trust and your faith, you can choose to be vulnerable and share your authentic self with the world. So, April is Authenticity Month of 2023. Quit BSing yourself and other people, right? You have the key in your hand the whole time. Quit acting like you don't. And the key is to just be honest. Be honest. Stop protecting other people from the real you. Um, it's actually going to magnetize the highest levels of abundance of love, abundance of wealth, abundance of health. The more honest you are, stop BSing your doctor of like, oh yeah, yeah, I exercise. Oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely, yeah. Stop BSing it. Like, stop, stop. It doesn't help anybody to tell all those white lies. I know you think it does. My spirit guides are telling me to say, but April 2023 is not having it. It's not having it. This is the fourth month of the year. Four represents stability and the masculine says, cut the shit out, cut it out, call it out, cut it out, right? Number four is all about, right, it's the square. It is not round and soft. It is sharp. It is sharp. Cut it out. Stop BSing. I know maybe someone taught you that that's how you are a nice person, or that's how you deal with other people, is by pretending like, oh yeah, it's hard, and I can't, and feeling like I'm struggling in my business too. Meanwhile, you're actually doing great, and you need to stop acting like um, you aren't blessed just to fit in and relate to other people along trauma. That's an interesting channeling coming out there. Okay. Right. There's other ways to make friends other than through shared misery. Right. Open up, tell the truth. Right. But what if the truth is that I'm actually really grateful and I'm actually doing really well, or everyone around you is doing really well, but you're the one in there being like, you know what? I'm depressed. I'm depressed. In fact, I think it was 2, 3 years ago now, where it was in the springtime. I had a major depressive episode in front of all my clients, and I'll never forget my client, Lisa, said, you know what, the fact that you are openly admitting that you're depressed, your discomfort is comforting to me. You are now human, which gives me permission to be human too. Thank you. Vulnerability, it's powerful, right? The balance reading for April 2023 is the Page of Earth. The Page of Earth. Scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging. A new area of study. The Page of Earth. Good news about financial matters is coming soon. Your plans move successfully forward at a steady pace. You may adopt a new interest or passion. With people, it is a youth who's a student or enjoys studying, someone who can be optimistic but still realistic about what can be accomplished, successful, dependable, patient, frugal, trustworthy. Additional meanings of this card: doing your research, wisdom beyond one's years, a return to school, materialism. So in this tarot card deck, the suit of earth has to do with how you manage your resources of time, money, and energy. And the page is like the freshman at college. So you're the new kid on block. You're discovering something new. You are encouraged in April of 2023 to acknowledge and discover something new about how you are managing your resources of time, money, and your own personal energy. And that is that you hold the key. You have everything you need, but get curious, right? Which is I mean, I feel like Pee Wee's Playhouse every time I say curious. Woo! Everyone shake. Yeah, yeah. Right? Get curious about how you have everything you need, right? You're holding the key in your hand. Can you get curious about how to use it to unlock the door rather than just talking about I'm in a cell, I'm trapped, right? Just get curious about, well, this is a key. Which way is the top? How does it go into the lock? Get curious about learning how to use what you've got to get what you want. Hey, Stripper's Creed, right? So, and being open about, you know what, I do have everything I need. This is a really exciting time, and I can launch new opportunities because that's what I'm excited about. Like, let me be open to exploring this part of myself, exploring this part of my business, right? Let me be open to it. April 2023 is that renewal of your awareness of your resources, right? Renew and launch forward. Renew and launch forward. You can go for it in April of 2023. Stop being in your head talking about I can't, I can't, I can't. I gotta like I'm trapped, I'm trapped. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's okay to be honest and admit, you know what? I've been trapping myself the whole time. And in April 2023, I'm going to awaken to that and stop that because I have everything that I need. I'm going to now get curious about how do I use everything that I've got to get what I want. Okay, that's April 2023. You tell me, for those of you who are still watching live, right? Or if you're watching on the hashtag replay, shout out to my hashtag replay fan. Um, was April 2023 for you more about your personal life or your professional life? Everyone, whenever I do a either or, always says, "Oh, both." You can't just say both. If you're gonna say both, explain. Type it in into the comments below. What was April 2023 as you were listening to that reading? What what was April 2023 specifically about in your personal or professional life? What's dropping in for you? If you're listening live or if you're watching the replay, there's messages coming from your spirit guides and your natural intuition as you're witnessing me right now. And I'm encouraging you to comment below, not just to engage, but also to document. Because trust me, when I move on to the next month, right? May of 2023, when I move on to the next month, that insight from your spirit guide is just going to go poof unless you aren't documenting it. I practice strategic meditation, by the way. Strategic meditation is meditation that is done first before a targeted action is taken. And one of the things that makes strategic meditation distinct from regular meditation is documentation. Otherwise, you're just being entertained. If you aren't documenting what I'm saying and your insights about it, then this is just entertainment. Not to knock entertainment. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. But if you really want to harness the wealth and the abundance that is flowing through this reading for you, grab a pen and pencil if you haven't been writing already, or type it in the comments, right? We will be your notebook. Let us be your communal notebook. Okay. May 2023. Let's go. All righty. May of 2023. Heaven and Earth and the Balance reading. The heaven reading for May of 2023, for all our Tauruses out there, is the Wise Woman of Wonderland. Right? I think it was May. Tauruses and Geminis. Tauruses and Geminis. The Wise Woman of Wonderland. Integrity. Compromise. Where's your head at in May of 2023? The Wise Woman of Wonderland. The Wise Woman of Wonderland brings integrity to thought, word, and deed. She lets you know that as long as you're in the flow of honesty, it's bleeding over from last month, and being true to your word, she keeps you under her protection and care. When she appears as your ally, she signals a time when honesty pays off, yielding greater dividends than you expected. You'll be thankful that you remained faithful and loyal to your path. She reminds you that compromise isn't always an option. Although it may appear, wait a minute. She reminds you that compromise isn't always an option. Stay true to yourself, first and foremost. I will. Although it may appear that you could lose something as a result, you can never lose what is truly yours. May 2023, and I'm getting strong Taurus energy. You need to put your heels down and stand up for what you believe in. Be honest. Be honest. Stand in your integrity. Um, let people know, right? Let people know where you're coming from. Have integrity and let people know the real you. This has been coming up this year and it's going to continue in May of 2023, but especially where you need to stand up for what you believe in. That's what's going to get you into alignment with the greatest flow of abundance in your business, your body, as well as your love life, is telling the truth, having values, and standing for them. The Earth reading for May of 2023 is Green Man. So, this is what's going to get you into your body and the more grounded version of balance. Green Man. Green Man. Looking for Green Man. Green Man. Here we go. Here we go. There it is. You have the advantage of an incredible synergy at this time. A flow of life is guiding you, where things just seem to fall into place as you move about your business. You are in a mutually cooperative interaction with spirit, as your will is aligned with the will of spirit and your mission is congruent with your sense of purpose. When this is happening, there is a synergy, a way that your life is continually coming into balance with the forces of nature. There's also a synergy between your spiritual awareness and your personal self or ego. Be aware of the various idiosyncrasies of your ego and do not take any of them too seriously. Know that your higher self is always looking out for your best interests. In this cycle, tune into that guidance, however it shows up, and you will find that you move through life with greater ease due to a synergistic balance of forces expressing themselves as you. So, in May of 2023, as you stand up for what you believe in, you are actually standing up for spirit and the force that guides your life and provides for you. It's very important in May of 2023 to stand by what you have been receiving intuitively and give voice to it. Your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, God, and goddesses, they are watching. They are watching to see, are you really going to stand by what that still small voice has been saying in your ear? Or are you not going to honor me? Are you not going to honor us and what we've sacrificed to be able to guide you? um, Honor your intuition, and when you stand up for your values, that is what you will be doing. You'll be giving voice to the ancestors through you. You will be giving voice to the Holy Spirit through you, right? That will give you the courage. And as you give voice to the Holy Spirit through you, right, however you want to describe it, you align with synergy, where coincidences, happy coincidences start going. Manifestations go your way when you stand up for spirit and you stand in your truth, your alignment, your integrity. When you share who you really are, things work out for you. This is interesting. My spirit guides are kind of giving me like a heavier energy in May of 2023 because there's a history of being taught that the complete opposite of what I've just said. You have a history, apparently, and you're processing this in May of 2023 of standing up for yourself is what makes everything go wrong. That having integrity of your own and having your own values is what makes you dangerous or a failure or unsuccessful. right? That you sticking your chin out is calling for you to get punched rather than you celebrating your chin and your chest, just like any other person is allowed to. Um, be kind to yourself if you have a history. Like I can feel this kind of heaviness coming in May of 2023. It's like a heart heaviness around honoring your own point of view and your own values, that you've been taught to be afraid of that and that it's bad or it's going to invite disaster. Um, according to the earth reading, actually, this truth has been spoken. Ooh, and it feels lighter all of a sudden. Yay! Perfect. According to the earth reading, the more that you do that, the more in alignment with synergy, right? And happy coincidences, manifestations going your way. So the opposite of what you've been taught is true. Lastly, is the balance reading for May of 2023. The King of Earth coming as a challenger, generous, professional, responsible, practical, a successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered. The Midas touch. Let's see. King of Earth. King of Earth. Go, go, gadget. King of Earth. Situations. This is a successful time. Your current projects go well. You may be promoted or offered a higher salary. Your talents and skills will bring rewards for you and others. Accept the opportunities offered you and have confidence that you'll succeed. With people, someone with an outstanding business skill or who is good with money and can provide excellent advice. A person who has been successful in a career and now enjoys the finer things in life. Professional, generous, responsible, practical, and competent. Additional meanings of this card: the Midas touch, a captain of industry, employers, financial security, and all of this has come as a challenger. Meaning all of the above, you are challenged to believe is true. So let me reread through the whole thing. Is this a successful time? Right? So this okay, May 2023. The King of Earth, right? You're being challenged to see yourself as successful as you actually are, right? That's why this is upside down in May of 2023. Are my projects, will they go well? Like, are they going well? Will I ever be promoted or offered a higher salary? Are my talents and skills bringing rewards for me and others? Can I accept opportunities offered me and have the confidence that I'll succeed? Am I really someone with outstanding business skills? And am I good with money and can provide excellent advice? Who do I think I am? Long story short, May 2023 is imposter syndrome. Ah! Imposter syndrome. How are you going to get over imposter syndrome? Dun, 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 dun. Stand in your integrity. Stand up for what you believe in. Stop with the BSing of yourself. It's coming back up again this year in 2023. Like, am I really, can I really say I'm an expert? If I put that in my marketing, aren't I full of shit? Like, who says that? Meanwhile, the person on the other end is reading, like, I want to see that you're an expert. Otherwise, I'm not going to hire you because I need to feel confident. Who's it about? Me feeling like I'm full of my own shit, or them feeling like, wow, this person knows what they're talking about. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to say I know what I'm talking about because that makes me an asshole, right? No, actually, that conveys as confidence. What is it? And well, where are all the words? Confidence, trustworthy business advisor, trusted advice, right? All of that, that's generous, you're professional, responsible, and practical. The fact that you're standing in the truth of you know what you know, I'm being responsible and practical by claiming the fact that I'm an expert? What? Right? So you're challenged in May of 2023 to really stand in that. But believe it or not, it's true. It is true. Right? The heaven reading is saying, stand in the truth. Oh, hell yeah, Catherine. Catherine saying, oh, I'm gonna bring you on screen for 2 seconds. She's like, why does it feel like this is talking to me? I feel like I feel you, mama. All right, hell yeah, And this is this is around your birthday, right? Getting into Gemini season of okay, let me stand in the fact that I know what I'm doing. Yes, you do. You've been a nurse for how many years? And you're gonna coach nurses? Damn straight you can coach nurses because you've been like, oh my gosh, your mother was a nurse before you, so you have her decades of experience and now your decades of experience going into the fact that you're advising nurses. Damn straight you can talk about the fact that you're an expert, and the more that you do this, by the way, I'm not just talking to Catherine, obviously, right? Everyone who's was all for one and one for all, right? But damn straight, you know what you're talking about. And when you do, this is going to cause more manifestations to happen for you. Quit with the BS. You know what you're talking about. And yes, you really are the king of earth. Yes, you are. I know it came upside down this month in May, but you are the king of earth. And you know what? At the filming of this live stream right now, it is December 21st of 2022. You can get out in front of this lesson. You do not have to wait until May of 2023 to accept the fact that you're the shit and you can really help somebody. For the love of God, please go help somebody now. And that is May of 2023. Let's get it. Let's get it. This is so good. This is my joy. I'm super happy that I get to share this reading with you. Right. Let's get into it. June of 2023. Heaven and Earth reading. Let's go. We're getting through the halfway point. We're about to hit halfway. The Shadow Queen. The Shadow Queen, acquiring knowledge, insecurity, manipulation. By the way, in this deck, and I've had this deck for 13, 14 years. It's my favorite card in this deck. The Shadow Queen. The Shadow Queen tells you that too many of the details hidden behind your circumstances prevent you from moving forward quickly at this time, right? June of 2023. She has come with a lantern to help shed light on what is concealed within you or your situation. This is the time to wait for more to be revealed. Perhaps you lack clarity and the knowledge of how to proceed with the subject of your inquiry. It's time to educate yourself a little more about your intention and put that information to work for you. The Shadow Queen asks that you dig deep to gain strength and that you have the courage to ask someone in the know to shed light on your circumstances. I will. She promises to send that person to you. Beware of moving too quickly in the dark, as you will likely trip and fall and have to start again. So my spirit guides are saying in June of 2023, slow down. Slow down. You need an energy clearing. I mean, you need one at least once a month, right? You need one at least once a month, but especially in June of 2023, it's slow down. You need an energy clearing and an energy reading because there's more going on behind the surface of what's going on with you. Be kind to yourself. Slow down. June of 2023. Connect with the Shadow Queen. And the Shadow Queen means I rule the shadows, right? The uncertainty, the mystery, spirit, the metaphysical, my intuition, I rule them as the queen. Like I am very comfortable with my dark side. And if you're not comfortable with your dark side, like feelings and emotions, like hell no kind of a vibe, if that's you, then you need to get you a shadow queen. That's why I'm saying it's time for an energy clearing if you haven't had your monthly one yet, right? And by the way, I'm right here. And if you click on the link, there's a way to get your free half hour reading and clearing as a bonus for being a part of the reading. Thank you, thank you. Um, but get yourself a shadow queen, whether you're grabbing me as your shadow queen goddess or you connecting to your own. But this month, June of 2023, you really need to slow down and tune in to what's going on the other side, right? This is your heaven reading. Where's your head at? Make sure that you are holding space for diving into shadow work in June of 2023. The earth reading is whale breach, which, by the way, was my very first spirit animal. Fun fact. And it was a sperm whale. So whale is all about diving deep. Whale is breaching, which is super exciting. Let me see here. Whale. Whale. Here we go. It is time to take a break. All right, this is crazy. These cards are like talking to each other. It never gets old. I'm 13 years deep and I'm still being impressed. It is time to take a break. Not just a coffee break, but a respite from the usual environment you find yourself in. That trip you wanted to take, go for it. June 2023, put the trip on the calendar. Tired of being indoors? Make it a point to get outside. It doesn't matter if you're wheelchair bound, bed bound, right? Doesn't matter. Open the window or let them wheel you out. One way or another, get out, breach, right? You've become so attached to your surroundings that you've created within them an illusion of safety. Yet, it is not these things that make you feel safe. Rather, the familiarity you have imbued in your surroundings have generated this false sense of security. Taking time away from the familiar is literally about changing your external environment in a significant way, such as doing something unusual or perhaps something you've always wanted to experience. Another perspective is breaking through the barrier of beliefs that have constricted you in any way from being who you truly are. This is your opportunity to do some intentional breaching of these thought patterns, which will open you to different worlds and perspectives. So, one of the ways that you want to reset your energy in June of 2023, not only with an energy clearing, but it's also a change of pace. And this is important to mix it up. So we're keeping you in alignment with this being a 7 year. Remember, 7 is all about curiosity, adventure, learning something new or investigating, exploring. And so with June of 2023, for you to stay in alignment with balancing that curious, adventurous energy, you need to mix things up this month in particular, is what the whale breach card is saying, for keeping you grounded. Maybe it's time you move your bed to face the opposite direction, right? If you can't go on like a trip somewhere, maybe you're sleeping in a different direction, right? Or maybe you're bringing maybe you're having a deep spring cleaning in the summer. Right? Or maybe you are reevaluating the systems that you're using in your business and checking to see, do I want to keep paying for this? Or can I consolidate? Or do we need to upgrade? Right? It's time to slow down, step back, and mix things up, reevaluate, freshen it up. Freshen it up is what June of 2023 is all about. That's the earth reading, right? the the physicality, right, and how you are managing your resources of your body and your energy, and your bank account. You want to go through and judge, but you have to stop, slow down a little bit in June of 2023 so that you could create space to go through and judge or do a nice energy clearing. What I mean by judge, it means to freshen and review so that you can feel rejuvenated as you go forward. The balance reading for June of 2023 is, it's coming as a challenger, the 10 of air. The 10 of air, the end of a difficult situation. And remember, whenever a challenger comes, that means we are reading it kind of with a question mark, right? I'm challenged to see that this is the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change. Can I embrace the change and expect things to get better now? Can I yet? Is it all right? Can I do that? Recovering from an addiction. Am I getting over this yet? Right? Shout out to all my emotional eaters right here. It's like, is it over yet? Is it over yet? Okay, 10 of air. By the book, by the book. 10 of air. Is this good? Yes, yes. Send me some hearts if this is good. Alrighty. This situation has ended. Fortunately, endings are always followed by new beginnings. Remember, this is a challenger, so you're challenged to see. You may feel sad. Oh, you may feel sadness over what has transpired mixed with welcome relief. It's time to walk away and embrace the dawning of a new day. Expect your circumstances to improve, right? So we're challenged to expect things to get better and to let go and move on. It may be time to change your career. Perhaps you've completed a long-term project or have decided to pursue other employment. Don't put limits on what wonderful things the universe can bestow. Cast your net wide and see what fantastic opportunities you might catch. Additional meanings of this card. Nowhere to go but up. Recovery from an addiction. A melodramatic reaction. So the 10 of air. Air in this tarot card deck has to do with your mindset, mental energy, logic, your reactions and thoughts. And so the 10 is like, it's a lot. It is a lot of mental energy going on, and it's coming as a challenger, right? It's upside down. So in June of 2023, you have to watch being in your head too much. Watch for that. Watch with the second guessing and the self sabotage, which has been coming up this year for months now. We're processing through. And what's going to help you watch that side of you that wants to overanalyze and hold on and not move on, right? What's going to help you watch? Get you a shadow queen that can help you slow down, as well as mix things up, right? Make sure that you rejuvenate, right? And refresh your environment so that it helps rejuvenate and refresh your mind. So you stop holding on to what's no longer working and let go of overanalyzing and analyzing and analyzing and analyzing situations, right? Allow the beauty of things, the excitement, the newness of things being different, as well as the nourishment of a beautiful energy clearing session to help you let go and continue to roam freely forward, just like these galloping unicorns, right? You deserve to stay in a flow state. And that is June of 2023. We're passing the midpoint of the year, which means we're just now passing the midpoint of the reading. Let's go. Let's go. Heaven and earth and balance for July of 2023 is the Spiral Dancer. We have that for our heaven reading for July. Circuitous route and perception. The Spiral Dancer. Taking the circuitous route. The Spiral Dancer moves with her own rhythm and steps to music only she can hear. She takes you on a path that is winding and circular. She assures you that what you're experiencing is a setback, is really part of an upward spiral. Perception is everything. You're not retracing your steps or going backward, but rather around and up. She says that you can be comforted knowing that your path is one of success, adventure, and experience. Follow her, for she dances along a magical way. If you're asking about a relationship, keep on dancing, and magic will still soon happen. Also, it's okay to allow someone else to take the lead at this time. Make sure to let others know that you're open. Always remember that relationships are mirrors and will show you the past, the present, and the potential future. All relationships have a destiny. Each is a sacred teacher with valuable lessons to share, even if it appears that the two of you are dancing in different directions. All the steps are perfect, even when you may seem to be stumbling. The spiral dancer is a reminder that destiny's true path is seldom straight. July 2023 is, my spirit guides are saying, is all about make a mess. Make a mess. Pray and move your feet. Keep on dancing. Keep on going. Keep on telling the truth. If you're worried about what other people are going to think, tell them what you think or do what you feel you should do and worry about it. Don't let the worry stop you from doing the dance. Don't let the worry or other people's thoughts and feelings stop you from moving through your route, moving through your spiral. Don't let other people or circumstances convince you that you need to stop, right? Last month, June was about your version of going within and slowing down and stopping for a moment. But July of 2023 is now all systems go, keep dancing and make a mess. Just keep making a mess. Just keep making a mess. Make a mess until the baby comes out. Right? Giving birth is not cute. If you if you think it is, go watch a birth. It's not cute. It's not cute. Keep making a mess until the baby comes out in July of 2023. That's where your head needs to be at. So all of you perfectionists out there that are like, no, it's got to be perfect before I figure it out and go, and but I got to prepare and I got to plan and I got to prepare and plan. I can't act because I need to make a plan and prepare and plan. All you perfectionists, this one's for you. The spiral dancer says, shut up and start dancing. Go, go, go. Not in a rushing way, but instead in an unleashed way. Don't rush yourself. Stop holding it in. Stop holding it in. Enter the dance. And also, my spirit guides are saying, be open and inviting others to the dance. While you're messing things up, invite other people to mess things up too and say, I'm about to screw this up right now. And everyone will stop holding you to a level of perfection because one, nobody's perfect in reality. And because you acknowledge that, they have permission to be their perfectly imperfect selves with you. And then two, as you continue to mess things up and invite people into the messing it up or making a mess, right? And failing forward, you gather so much more data that is real, right? Real time data from you, from them, from the world as you enter and continue to invite others to enter into the dance. Mess it up. July 2023. That's where you're head. This is for all the perfectionists out there. July 2023 is go make a mess and unleash yourself. So, okay, that was the heaven reading. Um, Now the earth that's going to keep us balanced is wolf instinct. Wolf instinct. Who's watching live, by the way? Hashtag live if you're new to this. Hashtag replay if you're just tuning in. Let me see here. Wolf. Wolf, wolf, wolf. Turning pages. Go, go, gadget fingers. Here we go. Wolf instinct. You have lost touch with your instinctual sensitivities. It is the result of cultural and or religious proscriptions. That means to write over you. Overwriting is what a proscription is. What up, Rob? Hey, brother. You have lost touch with your instinctual sensitivities. It is the result of cultural and or religious proscriptions dictating that anything wild and instinctual is threatening and therefore has to be controlled or eliminated. Now is the time to overcome this limited mindset and tune into these instinctual cues. Let the spirit of wolf be your teacher and call upon this benevolent being for help identifying what those specific cues are saying. Shed some of your inhibitions with the only guideline being to do no harm. Experiment by getting out of this straitjacket of familiar societal norms and listening to those sensations in your gut that are trying to give you a message. It may be a warning or an urging to take action of some sort. Take some deep breaths and simply notice what your bodily sensations are telling you. Your mind will be the receiver of that information, and your body and mind can learn to work more closely with each other once again. Okay, so these two are totally talking to each other. July of 2023 is what we're on. And Wolf is saying, okay, to all of the perfectionists out there, you have to unlearn calling your instinct and calling your intuition illogical, silly. You have to unlearn being like, oh, that's just a figment of my imagination, because there's a beautiful word to describe this that has been proscribed over you by religion and culture. Proscribed means to basically whitewash to make you look more uniform. You have been taught to call your intuition or your impulses, the things that are a bit of a mess and the unexpected, as wrong, right? Simmer down, reel it in, shut up, right? Button yourself up and act like everybody else. In July of 2023, you need to ground into allowing those instincts to come forward and act on them, right? Engage, make a mess, go and try, trial and error. And this is flying in the face of the inner perfectionist and control enthusiast in all of us, right? This message, yes, is for you. Yes, it's for me. Yes, it's for all of us, all for one and one for all, right? You're not weird because you have an inner perfectionist that stops you from doing things, right? We know that as perfection paralysis. And July of 2023, if you don't get your perfections in order, my spirit guides are saying you're going to miss a major opportunity to continue forward with your spiritual development and awakening, right? And continue forward with your business development and its awakening as well. Be kind to yourself. Sometimes you got to mess things up in order to find out what works and what doesn't work. And our inner perfectionist tries to stop us from taking risks because, well, you shouldn't do that. Follow your instincts. You can make this work. Follow your instincts. You can make this work. And then the last reading for July of 2023 is the Two of Water, a relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness, the positive resolution of a conflict. So I'm going to go by the book. Two of Water. Two of Water. Two people are sharing a close relationship right now. A fond friendship continues to deepen. A love affair is moving to new levels of intimacy. Mutual love, respect, and understanding have developed between the parties. Your relationship is healing, and continued commitment is still possible. Now is not the time to leave a relationship. Difficulties between people or groups can come to positive resolution. Conflicts end, and forgiveness is extended. Additional meanings of this card: romance, sexual attraction, engagement, kindred spirits, an unexpected gift, shared ideas. So in July of 2023, we're going to be messing things up so that you can figure out how things work in your relationships. And this card has come as an affirmation. It's right side up. It's an ally, which means this is good. Like water in this tarot card deck has to do with emotions. So, yes, that means messy emotions, maybe messy conversations, bringing things up that, may be a bit awkward and uncomfortable. But this is saying that the energy is on your side for messing things up. It will lead to things getting better rather than things getting worse because you messed things up. I know there's a part of the brain that's like of the perfectionist, like, nope, short circuit. Like, that's impossible. If I mess things up, that means everything's going to go to shit, right? No, actually. Things will get better in July of 2023 when you keep inviting, keep expressing, keep trying, trial and error, mess it up, invite other people to mess it up, follow your instincts, keep trying, because this is you bonding deeply and working deeply with the people around you. And that helps you bond and work deeply with yourself. July 2023, have the courage to go make a mess. You can do it. That is a sign of courage, not a sign of sloppiness. It's not being dramatic if you know what you're doing. Now, if you're unconscious, unaware of the fact of what you're doing, that's a whole nother story. So, right, intentionally, it's being like, this month I give myself permission to make amends. July 2023. All right. Again, checking in. We're past the halfway point. We're about to go into August. What's coming up for you hearing all this? Type it in the comments below. Share with the tribe here. Your story is our story. My story is your story. Your story is my story. Go ahead and anchor it in the comments below. What is the reading speaking to you personally, professionally, both? But if you just say both, you have to give an explanation, right? I know all my friggin' students always say, "Oh yeah, no, it's all the above." It's not the right answer. You gotta give me more. All right, let's hear it. With that, I'll drink to you. Cheers. Cheers. Have a little water. Wet my whistle. Let's go for August, shall we? Going in. Okay, Heaven and Earth reading for August of 2023. Heaven reading is the Swan Queen. Heaven reading has to do with the head. Where's your mindset at? Where's your head at? The Swan Queen, transformation, intuition, and patience. Okie dokie. The Swan Queen glides your way and asks that you look at your reflection in the events of your life. She gives you the ability to see the beauty that has transformed your life from ignorance to wisdom. The Swan Queen lets you know that it's time to go within and seek the answers in your own intuition. Don't look outside yourself for answers now. The true power lies reflected in the still waters within you. Now is the moment to meditate and ask for a vision. The power of psychic perception is inherent in you, and the Swan Queen will help you dive deep into your query to find the answers you seek. This is also a reminder to allow time to transform ideas into reality. Nothing happens overnight. So my spirit guides are saying in August of 2023, you want to make time to reflect and really check in. How is the year going? How is the year going? How is your business going? Really? How is it really going? How is your relationship, your marriage? How is it going? For real? Like, pausing for deep reflection is where we want our head space to be in August of 2023. It could be taking a silent retreat. It could be taking a long weekend, right? Or going for um, a very long hike to really sit and journal and really tune in. But you really want to make time for reflection in August of 2023. This is the heaven reading where you want your head to be at in August of 2023. The earth reading is full moon completion, right? So the earth reading has to be okay, that's where your head's at, but what about grounding in your body? Both heaven and earth are about keeping you in balance with this fast moving 7 year, right, of curiosity and adventure. What do you need to do with your body and your resources to keep you in balance with the energy of this year? Full moon completion. Full moon completion. You can now take pleasure in knowing that whatever you've been working toward has now reached its culmination. It may have been a relatively brief cycle or a much more extensive one, yet, regardless of the length of time, you have arrived at the stage of completion. Let yourself feel the contentment and satisfaction of this accomplishment. It is like when you take a deep breath and reach the point where your lungs are pleasantly full and your body is ready to release that breath. It is important to not only enjoy this completion, but also to let go and allow yourself to relax afterward, just like exhaling slowly and consciously. People are much too eager to rush to the next item on the agenda without giving proper time and space to appreciating and honoring the natural cycle of release that follows a point of resolution. Give yourself that time to relax and rest before tackling spirit's next assignment. So, as usual, the cards are talking to each other. So, in August of 2023, you're taking time for reflection to really integrate all of the learning, the transformation, the progress, to celebrate what has gone well as um, to notate and learn from what didn't go well. August 2023, you really need to give yourself space to ground, reset, and refocus. And this is to help your body drop into rest and recovery so that you can prepare for the next sprint. You can't be running all the time, right? So we need to go. And now in August of 2023, we need to stop and look at, well, how have things gone? We already went, right? We were going before. Now we need to look, how did things go? And that's what August 2023 is about. Maybe you, if you're like me, go to the day spa for a day with your pen and pad and just journal the whole day out. All of your experiences, your feelings, how is things going personally, professionally, up until now, and then what's your vision for the future, right? Processing and integration is part of being a human being. You're not a machine. And in August of 2023, Spirit is saying from multiple sources that you need to take space for reflection and integration. The final card of August 2023 for the balance reading now is the Lovers. Archangel Raphael, intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, and good health. All righty. The Lovers card in the tarot, which is the sixth card, the major arcana. This card signals that a significant relationship is on your mind. It may be romantic in nature, or it may be an intimate but platonic friendship. Communication is key right now, and it's important to develop trust within the relationship. You can safely share your feelings with someone close to you. It's also time to make an important decision about your life. The conclusions you reach now greatly influence your future. So it's important to weigh your options carefully. Make sure your choices are thoroughly considered and that you're able to act upon them. Additional meanings of this card: the need for balance, a return to good health, marriage and weddings. Archangel Raphael, in addition to being the angel of health and traveling, is the patron of soulmates, Raphael can help with significant relationships, including these of romance, friendship, business, and family. He can also help you manifest the soulmate partnership of your dreams. So this is soulmates in romance, soulmates in business, right? Soulmates in friendship. Taking time to reevaluate, right? Whether you're just going by yourself or highly recommend a VIP day with me. That's 5 hours where we literally dedicate that whole day to this exact process of reflection and integration. Because in August of 2023, with this lover's card, um, the spirits are saying that you need some time to process, especially your relationships, right? And how you partner, how you really open up and vulnerably partner with people. Could be where you're going through your business relationships, looking at all of your vendors. And it's like, have I been appreciating my vendors? Or am I just like, "So I need this, here's another purchase order. I need this, here's another purchase order." But how about humanizing the relationship? Right? Sending a card or a thank you, or spending some time going out for coffee and getting to know the people that you're working with, not just in a transactional way, but in more of a qualitative, humanizing way, grounding into that, like making space for quality over quantity, making space for integration and understanding very deeply all of the good, especially in the people that you have in your life, right? With this lover's card, that's what in August 2023, you want to make space for appreciating, even if it's taking your VIP day with me to set up your appreciation plan, right? Are you going to be writing letters in the mail, or are you going to be creating an event where you celebrate your clients, right? Or what does that look like to create a schedule of appreciation and reflection, right? And being really present to the abundance that is in your life now. I will. My spirit guides are saying when we don't make time to be present and acknowledge the abundance that we have in our lives, we feel poor, not enough, lacking. We feel like we're too much and we're going to overwhelm ourselves or other people, right? This, if we don't make time to be the lover, right? To bring more of appreciation, um, and sensuality and presence to our lives. If we don't bring that romance, we can't feel it. Um, and so in August of 2023, you're going to make time for that. Well, that is if you're following the reading. This is your reminder. If it's now August of 2023, as you're listening to the recording, make time for integration. Make time for appreciating your life. Be grateful and grounded. And that's going to keep you in alignment. And that is it for August of 2023. Let's go into the fall, September 2023. Moving right along. Moving right along. Heaven and Earth reading for September of 2023 is starting with heaven. By the way, is anything coming up for you as you hear all of this? And do you have questions? Hello. I am not a recording. I am live streaming to you, unedited. And so if you have questions that you want to ask, drop them in the chat. Once the live stream ends, though, poof, you're going to lose your ability to have me answer you right in and there. But go ahead and drop it in the chat. Big hugs and love, and tag the people that you're like, oh man, August was for so and so. Well, tag them. Who do you need to share this with? Heaven and Earth reading for September of 2023, starting with the heaven. Where's your head at? Heaven. Reading of September is the cosmos. The cosmos, creativity, vastness. By the way, if I'm like flashing cards, you're like, I can't see it. Click the link. the description of this video, and you'll be able to access all of the HD photos as well as all the bonuses as they are uploaded. Okay. The cosmos. Flipping, flipping, flipping. The cosmos. Here we go. The cosmos appears always as an ally and never as a challenger. Creativity in all forms is represented by the cosmos. This is a sign to place your attention on creative projects. They will be successful. Remember that all of life is creative and you're always co-creating with the divine. The cosmos also represents the principle of infinity and the vastness of the energetic exchange of consciousness influencing all living things. This teaches us that every intention we set is, in fact, contagious, with the power to influence others. We're entangled at our deepest energetic place, so we can't help but have an effect on others, from an individual level to a global one. This is a sign to remind you to open up to the well of creativity deep within you and be mindful of your thoughts and actions. Both are influencing your outer world. More important, keep taking action toward your goals as the cosmos responds perfectly to manifest your highest destiny. Expect to be inspired and to meaningfully touch others with all that you have created. Spirit guides just said, you are an artist at heart. September 2023. Remember that you are an artist at heart. When you are creating, you are living. If you are not engaging your art, you are not creating. Remember that you are an artist at heart. Even if you would say, oh, I'm not creative, stop with the self-sabotage. 2023 for multiple months, we've been talking about you self-sabotaging and telling yourself stories that keep you trapped. That is a story that sabotages you and keeps you trapped. Say, I'm not a creative person, I'm not creative, or I don't have time for that. I don't have time. I don't have all the time that I used to have to be like to draw or to sing or to do all the like to make pottery or to create or like I don't have time. I don't have time to build video games like I used to. Stop BSing yourself, which is also another reading that's been multiple months through 2023. The cosmos in September 2023. It's time for you to remember and re-engage your art, however that looks. In fact, you can ask, Journey, please show me my art. What is my art? Holy Spirit, show me. What is my art? Show me my art. Show me my art. Allow it to come up. If you don't ask, you don't receive. So that is the heaven reading of September 2023, is returning to your creativity, because this is a manifestational force. If you want more sales, you had better get back to your art. If you want more dates, you had better get back to your art or discover and get curious, right? Which is the word of the year, curious. Get curious about your art in September 2023. If you're looking to manifest more health, right? Whether it's health, wealth, love, whatever it is, getting curious about your art is the way to it. So that is the heaven reading of September 2023. But let's go for the earth. What's going to keep us grounded and in alignment with balance in September 2023? Wind activation. The wind activation card is coming up for us in September of 2023. Wind activation. The lethargy you feel is the result of a lack of activation. In other words, something that stirs your senses. This could be anything from walking outdoors, feeling the breeze on your body, or inhaling the different aromas that nature herself provides. Or it could be finding the pleasure in a warm bath that helps you release the tension and stress from your mind and body. Music may activate your hearing, which sparks the pleasure centers in your brain. Art, look at the cards talking to each other. No, literally, it says art may activate your emotional responses. Of course. The touch of another human may activate a deep need to be physically held in some manner once again. Now is the time for action. Engage in some activity and be fully present so that you forget about your surroundings and enter into that timeless and multidimensional experience of union with the focus of your creative attention. Let your physical body be active. Movement alone, whether quietly dancing by yourself or hiking up that hill over yonder, will require you to be as present as possible in your body. Enjoy. This is amazing, of course. Um, September 2023, the Earth card has answered the Heaven card of the month. Okay, so how do I engage my art? Everything that the Wind activation card just listed is examples of exactly how to start getting curious again in September of 2023. And why? Because you need to awaken and stir your senses. This is the essence of creativity. When you're able to engage your art and get curious about it, go on those adventures in the creative process, that creates energy. It generates energy. It rejuvenates you. If you've been feeling exhausted from all of this intentional work that you've been doing over the course of 2023, in September of 2023, to really boost your energy is to ground into getting curious about your art, right? Whether it's movement, touch, music, going out in nature, self care, all the things that were listed right there in by activation of the wind. It's about caring for your energy, and that's what's going to help you really stay in alignment in September of 2023 with balance. And then the balance card is Knight of Earth for September 2023. Loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments. A guardian angel. Let's see here. Knight of Earth. Knight of Earth. There we go. Knight of Earth. Situations. It's time to get things done. Leave the planning stage behind and take action. I will. Honor your promises and commitments. Attend to the details and be thorough. With people, someone you can expect to be loyal, dedicated, and dependable, a well trained person who does an excellent job over time, a nature and animal lover who may even be a vegetarian, detail oriented, diligent, thoughtful, honorable, kind. Additional meanings of this card: renewed motivation, increased abundance, business travel, and a guardian angel. So in September 2023, the Knight of Earth is coming forward of who you are. Like, this is who you are in Spirit's eyes. You are loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. What's going to give you the strength and the courage to be loyal, to be dedicated, to be honorable, to be kind? What is going to give you the energy for all of that? For being someone who can be expected to be loyal, dedicated, and dependable. Like, that takes energy to be a well-trained person who does an excellent job and overtime, to be someone who is known as diligent. Like, what's going to give you the energy? Where's that energy going to come from? It's going to come from that rich inner creative world, right? As you engage that, remember September 2023 of who you are being and who you are called to be. You're called to be dedicated and dependable. But there's a part of you, my spirit guides are saying, that feels like that's a strain or a drain. Like, it's annoying and exhausting to have to, I have to be loyal and helpful to everybody all the time. I'm exhausted. If you're exhausted, it's because you don't have a rich creative life, where you are feeling enlivened, right? And activating your senses, getting curious and exploring your creativity. That's why you're tired of being the knight, everybody's knight in frickin' shining armor, right? If you're feeling tired of that in September of 2023, it's because you are not caring for the fact that you really are an artist. You're not just a knight in shining armor. You're also an artist. Remember that September 2023, it's going to help you in your body, mind, and business, staying in alignment with that flow of abundance. And with that, that is September 2023 coming down, going into Q4. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Q4 2023. We are in Q4 of 2022 right now reading this. Amazing. Other than March, my other favorite month out of the year is October. I love October because I love fall. I love Halloween. Like, I just love the way fall smells. Is that weird? I don't care if it is. But I love it. This is my other favorite month out of the year is October. Yes, 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 yes. All of the beautiful energy of autumn, bringing that in. With that, Heaven and Earth reading for October 2023. The Heaven reading, where's your head at? If your head is here, where this card says, you're good. Ready? Let's go. The Spirit Whisperer. Blah, blah, blah. The Spirit Whisperer. Divine guidance and higher knowing. The Spirit Whisperer. Let's do it. Where's your head at? The Spirit Whisperer. As an ally, the Spirit Whisperer comes to you heralding the miraculous and the inspired. She whispers guidance from the divine through your higher senses so that you can hear her wisdom and know her love for you. She is committed to helping you intuit the next right action and steers you away from trouble. The Spirit Whisperer keeps you inspired to move forward, always knowing, just in time, the correct next step. She guides you to fulfill your highest purpose. When she appears, it's a sign of inspired ideas that with continual action lead to success. That's a very good omen. If your question is about a relationship, the Spirit Whisperer speaks of soul connections, past lives, and great learning through mutual mirroring. She will whisper how long, how short, how deep, and how sweet the relationship can be. There were soul bargains made even before both of you were born here, and an exploration is in order. You may move forward, but keep listening to the Spirit Whisperer for the lessons that the vulnerability of love brings. So, in October of 2023, my spirit guides are saying where your head needs to be at is follow your heart. Follow your heart and really recommit to your spiritual practice. If it's meditating, if it's yoga, if it's pulling cards, if it's going for energy clearings or your Reiki, right? Or if it's getting a massage, or if it's going to church and praying, right? Or going to an ashram, or monastery, whatever yours is, in October of 2023, renewing your commitment to your spiritual practice so that you can hear the guidance of your heart and follow your heart with greater clarity. That in October of 2023 is where your head needs to be at. As I am recommitting to following spirit, I am recommitting to hearing spirit, and I am recommitting to listening, right? And acting like I'm listening to what guidance I am receiving. It's a recommitment I'm hearing. October 2023 is where your head needs to be at, of recommitting, because the universe is speaking in surround sound 24/7, 365, all the time, always, always. But are you listening? Is the real question in October of 2023. This is interesting. As a side note, when I was pulling the cards, out of all of the months that I pulled, October was jumping. It was jumping. October, like when I was pulling the cards, I still pulled all of my cards in succession, but when I was pulling them, October disappeared. When I was saying it out loud, I would say, okay, September, November, December. I'm like, wait a minute, what? But I would pull all of the cards correctly, but it kept kind of disappearing. I am curious to see how that manifests in 2023 of like, will September and November blend together almost, and October kind of seemed like it was just like poof, a blur. In order to ground this energy, though, I'm hearing in the moment, my spirit guides are saying again, very important to follow your heart. There's very fast moving energy, but if you move by following your heart, it'll really help keep you grounded in this fast moving energy of October 2023. So that's where your head's at. Here, let's now go into the earth, right? The earth. And where's your body? How are we going to ground? And we're going deeply ground with the ancestors, generations. Ancestors, generations card is coming forward for the earth reading of October 2023. Ancestors. You have within you the blood of your ancestors. You are deeply connected to your lineage. The most immediate proof of that being the physical resemblance you have to your mother and father, and perhaps even your grandparents. Yet, beyond that, although unknown to your usual senses, you are connected to an ancestry that reaches back through the millennia. This is the time to call upon those ancestors, those who are of your bloodline, as well as those ancient ones who have walked the land that you now walk. In many indigenous cultures, it is believed that the essence of your ancestors inhabits many of the physical aspects of the land. In other words, they are in the trees, the water, the air, the animals, the stones, their blood being in the very dirt and sand you tread upon. The next time you're outside, allow your senses to open to those ancestors who abide in the physical world. And any time at all, allow your heart to open to those spirits to whom you are related through your heredity and those whom you are connected by virtue of the land upon which you live. October of 2023. Remember the dead. Remember the dead. Remember those beautiful people who you may have met and loved in this lifetime, but who are no longer alive and with us. Make time for remembering those who have passed away. Those beautiful animals and beautiful trees, right? These beautiful souls, these beautiful natural souls that have brought so much love, unconditional, pure, positive light into our lives, but who may no longer be with us. Make time in October of 2023. And my spirit guides are even saying make space for them, whether it is an altar, right? Or maybe plant something in your backyard, right? Or create a space that helps you remember grandma and grandpa, right? That helps you remember your spouse, right? Or your baby who you may have lost. Make space for your clients or donors who were pivotal, right, in your life, but who may have also passed on. Make space if it's putting up something in memoriam for them, but in October of 2023, to really ground you in this fast moving energy is actually making space and time for honoring the dead. I'm hearing in October of 2023. There's so many, right? In ancient Egyptian magic, it was believed that if you just say the name, if you just say the name of someone, they'll live forever, right? Ethel Whitfield, my grandma, right? Remember, being able to say their name forever carries them and their love and the love that you shared with them and all the magic, the brilliance that they had. It brings them into this reality and helps them to live forever, right? So make time and let that ground you. Let that ritual of remembering the dead and honoring the dead, let that help you ground all of this fast moving energy and deep gratitude and honor for what these people, these animals, these beautiful plants, like in natural sources of nature that may not be with us anymore, let these beautiful, beautiful essences help you ground the fast moving energy of October 2023. And with that, the balance reading, final card for October 3rd, 2023, is King of Fire. Comes as a challenger, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. So this is you. The fire suit, by the way, has to do with um, this has to do with action. And the king, right? King of fire, especially is like the top, total confident action. And it's coming as a challenger. So the whole thing that I'm about to read you, you are being challenged to focus, 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 and full steam ahead. Devote your energy and time to the task at hand. You're in a position of leadership and you inspire others with your enthusiasm. You may also receive advice from someone who excels at creative solutions. With people and personality types, it's a natural born leader with great charisma, charm, and flair, often the head of a business or organization that allows him or her to be innovative and accomplish great things. Creative, idealistic, ambitious, influential, motivational, professional, theatrical. Additional meanings of this card: an entrepreneurial venture, speaking in front of a group, the courage of one's convictions, and making a difference. So, with the King of Fire coming as a challenger in October of 2023, you're feeling challenged with the power that you have, challenged with and challenged by. Maybe I will. So, my spirit guide said, don't say maybe. So rewind. You have got the imposter syndrome again. So this month, you've actually been doing really well. And you are in a position of authority. You are, like, people say you're amazing, right? Or you're doing great, or we're proud of you, or I think you're fabulous, or blah blah blah. You have all these accolades, right? Or you're out speaking and motivating people. And to them, you're awesome. But to you, you're like, am I really that awesome? I mean, my grandma was amazing at blah, 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 right? Or so and so did all this, right? Or my ancestors used to do all these other things. Like, I'm nothing compared to them. Be kind to yourself. Spirit is saying that you are more than enough and is guiding you in the way that you are supposed to flow in this lifetime. Be here. Be here in October 2023. Be here and be in your brilliance. You are the king of fire, right? You're at the top, and it's okay for you to own it. This is a message that is coming back again and again throughout 2023, that it's like the imposter syndrome thing. It's okay for you to own your brilliance, right? You're on fire. Own it. Own it. And you know what? You should own it, because if your great great grandpa could see you right now, he would be like, that's right. That's my DNA. They would be so proud of you. So own it. Stop trying to be little miss or little Mr. Humble in order to earn points. It's actually not earning your points. It's actually it's not earning you points. It's distracting you. The first few words is focus, focus, focus. So it's actually stealing your ability to focus. The fact that you keep seeing yourself smaller than you actually are. You don't have to make yourself small so that other people feel big. That doesn't apply anymore. And you're going to see that in October of 2023, right? So to get yourself out of making yourself small so that everybody else feels nice and big around you, Like that whole thing, it completely doesn't apply anymore. But what's going to help you is listening to spirit's guidance and really taking time to honor the dead. Because eh, when I think about um, how my grandma would say that she's like, you're the best. I love you. You're brilliant. You're a beautiful, beautiful girl. And she would always just laugh and smile when she would what the way that she would see me. When I take time to honor that and remember her love and encouragement of me, it's like, I can't be small, or else I'm saying, Grandma, you're wrong. What's wrong with you? Never in a million years would I do that. No, Mama was right. Grandma was right. And that's her love and her way of expressing it. And so, as we make time for the dead, for those who have poured so much love and value into our lives, we're actually able to receive worth and self worth. And in October 2023, we really want to do that. Okay, so that completes the reading for October of 2023. Who's still with me? Are you still going? You still going? If so, I'm drinking to you, unicorn. 2 months left to go. 2023. Can you believe it? You have a forecast of the entire year now. Just about, right? You're 2 months away from the entire year of a forecast. Is this helpful? Is this helpful? By the way, this is like for everybody. What's up, Catherine? Cat's still here, right? And this is like the general card reading for everyone. I'm also capable of doing this for individuals, right? So if you want your reading, you just let me know. By the way, click the link in the description if you want the free 30-minute for yourself. Alrighty. And with that, November 2023. Let's do it. Let's do it. The heaven reading is the Queen of Light, illumination, enlightenment, celebration. My spirit guides right out the gate are already saying aha moments. November 2023. Let's see here. Queen of Light. The Queen of Light is a beautiful ally and comes into your life to herald success in all of your ventures. She illuminates the most important steps on your path and reminds you of your own brilliance. You're intelligent and inspired, and all your needs will be met. Remember that you're the instrument of the divine shining through you in this world. You're on the correct path for your highest good. The Queen also brings you insight into how you manifest your reality in the most miraculous ways. She promises that you'll be shown the next right action and celebrates you as you stand brilliant, joyful, and enlightened in the present time. You've worked hard to come this far. You can be proud to stand tall in your conviction that in your heart of hearts, you know the truth of your situation. Reward for your perseverance and willingness to learn are on their way. Gratitude and acceptance are key today. So, in November of 2023, you're going to have an insight about what works for you on another level. It's finally going to be like the light bulb moment of, oh, that? Oh, so I just need to focus on that. Finally, yes. Like this in November of 2023, like I hear like a ding and I see a big bright light bulb like above your head in November of 2023. So as far as the heaven reading for November 2023, have your eye out for where's the aha moment of yes, this is how it works. This is how it works. Something you've been trying to figure out in your relationship, something you've been trying to figure out in your body, something that you've been trying to figure out in your business. Ding, November 2023, you're going to get it on another level. Keep an eye out. Like I see this sense of remaining curious, woo, and investigating, right? Of like, where is this aha moment that Victoria is talking about? because in that month it's finally going to come together. I feel like a chill coming down from the top of my head that this month there is like an illumination, an insight, an aha moment that you're going to get in November of 2023. Something you've been trying to figure out is finally going to open up. And so that is the heaven reading for November of 2023. Let's go to the earth. Milky Way perspective. So this is what's going to keep us grounded in relationship to balance and keep us curious and flowing in relationship to the energy of the year. Milky Way card is coming forward. Let's see here. Milky Way. There it is. You have lost your perspective. So it is time to step back, breathe, and allow yourself to detach in order to gather information from your senses and regain your perspective about the situation. Detachment does not mean that you no longer care. It simply indicates that you are looking at things from a different point of view. I will. It is an outlook that is not clouded by emotions, judgment, or attachment to outcome, but instead maintains a non reactive awareness of these things. The witness, that internal aspect of yourself that simply observes everything in your life, offers his or her eyes here. Through these lenses of pure awareness, you can examine all aspects of your experiences, physical, emotional, and mental, without denying anything. By doing so, you will come to understand a greater perspective than is typically justified by the ego, which allows you to see what is before you with clear vision and an open mind. So, this is interesting. My spirit guide said, debrief, November 2023. You want to set aside time similarly to how you made time in August, right? For if it was your VIP day or with me or whatever to go within and integrate in November, you're going to debrief on the entire year in November of 2023. And stepping back to look at here's what went well, here's what didn't go so well. If I was to do what didn't go so well, again, knowing what I know now, what would I do differently? Right. And then with the what did go well, since it did go well, here's how we can do more of this. Right. Stepping back to gain that perspective and reset yourself and your systems. Ding is what's going to create that aha moment in November of 2023. There's a sense of gratitude, like the energy of gratefulness here in the States, right? As we celebrate Thanksgiving, you want to have gratitude for all of what you learned, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so as you step back and make time to reevaluate, if you're doing your VIP day or half day VIP intensive with me, so you can sit back or with whoever, right? I mean, I'm right here, but if you want to do it on your own or with your person, right? You want to step back and debrief, right? And reevaluate, especially to get what you've learned. And you're going to have some like serious aha moments because you made time in November of 2023 around, oh, so that's what works, or oh, so that's how that works. But you're not going to get it until that month and until you specifically sit down and do the work. And if you know you're not going to do it on your own, grab somebody. If you're going to your coach, or if I'm your coach, right? Grab somebody to make sure to help you process this, because that energy of gratitude in November is really going to help bring that insight forward, and help you. Because, okay, the last card, the balance card, is the Ace of Earth. And Earth has to do with your management of time, money, and resources, right? This suit of cards. And the Ace is like, you are set. Like the best. You have the best time, money, and resources, but it's coming as a challenge. So without being able to make time to reevaluate and shift your perspective, you're not going to, like, this is a recurring theme throughout the year of 2023 of like using what you've got to get what you want and knowing that you've got in order knowing that you have everything you need in order to get what you want is a recurring theme throughout the year we've seen. I will. So my spirit guides are saying, read by the book, read by the book. Ace of Earth. Ace of Earth. Significant abundance flows to you now. You may get a promotion, salary increase, or unexpected money. If you're starting a new business, the venture will likely succeed. The foundation for prosperity has been well laid. It is also a good time to make an investment. Consider any opportunities carefully. You may soon receive some more important legal documents. I will. Contracts or correspondence. Additional meanings of this card: receipt of a gift, improving health, earning a degree, significant purchases, and excellent luck. The thing that I just heard to say from my spirit guides is that this card is coming forward in November of 2023 to say, raise your rates or ask for a pay increase. Raising your rates or asking for a pay increase, right? So raising your rates if you own your own business or if you work for somebody else, asking for a raise, right? And a pay increase. You'll want to make sure that you have built your case for yourself of, oh, that's how that works. Oh yeah, okay. So I can raise my rates because now I'm super clear on this, right? I made time to get clear on exactly the level of value that I add and I bring. Okay, so I can raise my rates. Yet, remember, so when it's upside down, that means you're challenged. So this is you coming to terms with the fact that, yeah, you're the ace. You're the ace in the hole, baby. Like oh my gosh. If you leave the team, they're screwed, right? Or if your clients don't have you, they're like, oh man, they're up the creek without a paddle. So like, why not honor that in you and allow them to honor you and support you at the level that you support them by asking for an increase in pay, right? Or raising your rates. Now, with all this theme of imposter syndrome and self-sabotage that we've been having all year, be kind to yourself, 2023, right? November 2023, you're still moving through it of like, can I raise my rates? Am I really the ace? Or I can't think of myself as an ace. That makes me a jerk. What am I, full of myself? Who do I think I am? You think you're the ace, maybe because they said you were. And they said it over and over and over and over and over again. That's why people keep referring you business, right? That's why people keep giving you more projects or asking for your help because you know you're going to get it done and they know you're going to get it done. So you know what? Charge like you know you're going to get it done and let them know that it costs at the level of guaranteed it's going to get done. Be kind to yourself. You are the ace in the hole. November 2023, get ready to raise your rates or ask for a pay increase. And how you get ready is you make time. You make time to get clear on how things work so that you're crystal clear of, yes, I'm worth it. Let's go. Okay, and that is November of 2023. All right. 1 year from now, December 2023. You ready for this? In 1 year, where are we going to be at? What are we going to be looking at? Last month, December 2023, Heaven and Earth reading. Heaven is where's your head at? Earth is where's your heart at? Where's your body? How are we grounding? Heaven reading is the Lady of the Gift. Generosity, receiving, or withholding. Let's do it. Lady of the Gift. Where's your head at, December 2023? Tell me, tell me. The Lady of the Gift. The Lady of the Gift brings a message of tithing. To be your ally, she requires you to look at the nature and method of your giving to others. The world is your church, and you only need to distribute 10% of your wealth to others to ensure that the flow continues. Yet, This doesn't necessarily mean giving money away, nor does it imply a direct action of charity, even though the tradition of tithing is material. In fact, the kind of tithing the lady asks of you isn't tangible or material at all. She's asking you to look at all human beings as important in the divine scheme of things and show others that you believe in them. Pay attention to how you treat people and be mindful of your perception, even of seemingly poor strangers. If you see others as successful and abundant and act as if you believe they have value, blessings all around are assured. Your belief in others has greater value than you could fathom. This alone guarantees your success long term. Remember that you can only keep what you're willing to give. My spirit guides are saying the Lady of the Gift is coming forward for the heaven reading of December 2023 is to speak life, speak life into people. What does that mean? If there are some people who are a little bit troublesome in your life in December 2023, tell them the good that you see in them. Tell them what you hope for the future with them. Tell them that you believe that they're better than that or you want better for them. Tell them that you love them and that you're rooting for them, right? Tell them that they can lift themselves up. Tell them, become the motivator in December of 2023. Speak life into someone. Tell them about the gifts and how gifted they are that you see in them. Tell them about all of the things they've ever done that is good and that you celebrate and you remember about them. Tell them, even if you just, it's like writing your holiday cards for December, right? Or if it's during the holidays who you're seeing or appreciating your staff, tell them what you appreciate and what you see in them. Tell them, be the lady of the gift, right? You're like Lady Luck. When you come by, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. When you come by and you speak life into somebody, it's like watering a dried out plant. It just springs to life again. It brings the best out of people. Celebrate the good, no matter how small it is, in December of 2023. My spirit guides are saying you're going to need it. You're going to need it. There is always so much to celebrate, but when you do, when you speak life into people, it helps rejuvenate them and bring the best out of them. And you deserve the best out of the people around you. You do not have to settle for less. You are allowed to say to the people around you, this is what I see for you. This is what I want for us. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for us to be this, right? It's okay to say that. Even if you're not in a relationship, an official relationship with them. It's like, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. And you know what? I see that in you. And I'm interested. Like, I want to see, are you open to building something together? Like, this is where you got to speak life. Stop waiting on the sidelines for somebody else to take that initiative. It's not coming. It's not coming. It's not coming. You're waiting for the bus to come around and pick you up. But no, you're the bus driver. It's not coming. December 2023, be the one who's speaking life. Take the initiative, right? And generously give your love. Generously give that affirmation and that belief. That belief. Sometimes people just need to know that somebody believes in them or sees more for them. And that's all they needed in order to rise. You can do it. You can do it. I know it's kind of weird to do that, especially when some people are like nowhere near what you see in them. To say that, you could almost sometimes feel like you're making them feel bad, or that you're kind of overstepping your boundaries by not just accepting them where they're at. But sometimes people need you to call that out, right? And they're waiting for someone to help call that out. Yep, I will. My spirit guide said what goes around comes around. As you call that out of other people are going to call that out of you. And in fact, they have been, but you've been blocking acknowledging the good that people have been calling out of you. We've been processing that all year in 2023. Imposter syndrome. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. Meanwhile, everyone around you is saying you're amazing. You're an expert. You're the best at what you do. You're so kind. You're so talented. Blah, 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 blah. No, 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 no. Right? What goes around comes around. If you are still not accepting the fact that you are brilliant and that you're an expert at what you do, then call that out of others. Leave somebody else a testimonial. Leave them a 5-star review. Lift them up. Lift other people up. As you do so, you start to open the channel to receiving your own brilliance. And that is where your head needs to be at. It's the heaven reading for December 2023, the earth reading. So where we need to be in our body to ground this energy of December 2023. And that is the energy of dream time. Dream time. Close your eyes, tune into your breathing, and allow yourself to sink deeply into the heart of the living creation that you are. As you notice your breath becoming steady and slightly deeper than usual, observe the urge within you that is begging to come forth in some creative action. Pay attention to any images, sounds, or feelings that beckon your awareness, and there you will find the key as to the manner in which to express this magnificent pulse. Your breath is the crossover between spirit and physical reality. Breathing comfortably and steadily helps you align yourself with spirit, which then brings a clearer focus on what creative expression is preparing to be birthed through and from you. Discard any habitual thought patterns that would prevent the manifestation of what you are being prompted to bring forth. Allow yourself to take risks with this self expression, and all of creation will smile upon you. Dreamtime, creation. My spirit guides are saying Dreamtime is coming forward for the December 2023 reading around breath and pausing powerfully. So, in order to be one who speaks life into others, you gotta have something to say. And sometimes, for us as I'm putting myself as a recovering people pleaser, I am so caught up in listening that I'll almost delete my awareness that I have something to say or that I have something to add. And pausing powerfully, pausing powerfully is what this Dreamtime card means. And what that looks like, I want you to do this with me. You could even, if you want to take a moment, put your hand on your heart, and whether your eyes are open or closed, but take a deep breath in. Exhale. Pausing powerfully. On your next inhale, you're going to breathe in knowing that you're breathing in spirit. And on your next exhale, there is going to be a word that comes out of you that speaks life into whoever is in front of you. And that may be me, right? So you're having your hand on your heart, you're taking a deep breath in, breathing in spirit. And as you exhale, you're going to exhale and breathe out a word for whoever is in front of you. And you're not going to edit it. You're just going to let the word come out, whatever it is. So I'm going to do this right now for you, with you. Technically, I have been for 3 hours and 3 minutes straight, but I'm going to do this in the moment with you, right? And you can type in the comments below what words are coming out. What words of life are coming out? For me, peace, keeping is one word. I'm hearing patient, steadfast, loyal. Other words that are coming out. This is spirit through me describing you. Strong, sensitive, sensual, action oriented, headstrong, powerful, passionate, and loving. Always there. Always there. Right. What words? What words? Or names, even, are coming out of you? Go ahead and type it in the comments below. Pause powerfully and speak life, especially in December of 2023, right? And the final card of the entire year for balance is Queen of Earth. Queen of Earth. And the words are thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Queen of Earth. So it's going to keep us in a state of balance. Queen of Earth. Remember to enjoy time with other people. I will. You have much to give, whether to family, friends, or those less fortunate. Handle any challenges with understanding and warmth, but also with confidence and resourcefulness. And with people and personalities, someone who cares about others and is quick to lend a hand, a person who's warm, creative, intelligent, and able to efficiently solve problems, unselfish, family oriented, sensible, excellent with money, down to earth, yet enjoys beautiful things. That's you. So the Queen of Earth, as the final card, is who you are being. Who you are being, warm and loving, and dealing with challenges with warmth and love, as opposed to like hardness. In December of 2023, remember who you are being like Mother Earth, Queen of the Earth. Just a big, huge hug and nourishment. When we think of mothering, we think of breast milk, right? So the words that you say that give life and nourish the people around you, being mindful that the words that you say can nourish people around you. And they do because of who you are being. So the final card for December of 2023 is remember who you are being, to be warm and loving. And that when difficult situations come up, choose to be warm and loving and speak life into the difficult situations, difficult people, difficult clients. Choose to ground and be warm and loving because that is who you really are. Who you really are. Catherine says, inspiration, freedom, perseverance, mentor, and guidance. Amen. And so it is. And so it is. And that is summary and completes December of 2023. So that also completes our grand oracle card reading. 12 months. We did it. You did it. This is going to be an amazing, amazing year. Remember, stay curious. Have fun with all of these challenges and growth opportunities that we're going to be going through together in 2023. All of us apparently are dealing with some self-sabotage and imposter syndrome. All of us are going to apparently be dealing with our relationships and how we relate to others. All of us apparently are going to be challenged to bring the light, bring the love, turn it up, even in difficult situations rather than waiting for the situation to give light, give love, and give energy. We can do it. We can generate it ourselves. You can do it. You can generate it yourself. Right? Remember that. And in this year, we're challenged to really act like um, we're we know that. And there's also an encouragement to go, but then also stop and pause powerfully. Take time to reevaluate how the going went. And it's more, instead of like seeing a straight up, it's a circuitous route of I'm active and I'm doing lots of actions. I'm integrating and I'm reviewing. And then I'm active and I'm doing a lot of stuff. And then all right, I'm integrating, resting and renewing. So inhale, exhale, right? This is a year of binaries, contrast, and keeping that balance. You can do it. We can do it. Let's do this together. Make sure that you reach out. VictoriaWhitfield.com or strategicmeditation.com is where you can find me on the internets. Whether you're watching this live or on the replay, I'm sending you so much love. Make sure that you click on the link in the description that you get all of the bonuses. That is where all of the HD images of the cards will be, what decks I used, as well as the audio recording that you're able to download and the entire transcript that's downloadable so you're able to come back to this without having to log on to any of the social media platforms. I'm sending you so much love and blessings. Happy solstice, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year. To those of you who are celebrating, happy birthdays as well. Happy everything. I'm so excited for 2023. Let's make this a magic year. Let's do it together. I can't wait to get to be your journey partner and support you in this process. I'm sending you so much love. Mwah! See you next year. Bye for now. Woo, 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 woo. Mwah! Thank you. Thank you for 13 years of awesome. Here we go. Woo!